Well, I'm gonna get you and Katt together. Have a conversation, I'm gonna be there. I don't trust you.
I agree with you, and I shouldn't be trusted.
Yeah, no.
Because I know if you on some unmanly with me, I'ma sock you.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay.
Today, we're at Jalisco Underground at Resorts World, Las Vegas.
Stopping by for conversation and a drink today is one of the internet's most popular comedians. He has one of the most watched comedy specials ever on YouTube. He was once named Comedy Central's #1 comic to watch. The New York Times called him the comedy's best storyteller, a highly acclaimed veteran of stand-up, prolific writer, successful entrepreneur, a confident artist, a comedic genius, a great orator, commentator, producer, host, author, public speaker that tours nationwide. Coming all the way from H-Town, let's give it up for a comics comic, Mr. Ali Siddiq.
How you doing, my brother?
Appreciate you stopping by, bro.
H-Town.
How was that?
that was great, man. That was great. You put a lot in there.
Yeah. We like to make sure we give our guests, when they come, they take time out of their busy schedule to grace us with their presence. We want to make sure we give them what they've earned. Not what you deserve, but what you've earned. And everything that I read off this card, you've earned it, bro.
Yeah,
so
thank
salute.
you, brother. Thank you.
I know you got off that brown a little while ago, so we go talk.
Man, yeah, that brown is different, man. That brown is different.
You see, I thought it was the gin, because see, when I was growing up, people tried this, they got angry when they was on that Seagram, that Tangeray, then they turned to that Bombay, that Beefeaters, that Gordon's, but now it's the brown?
Man, it's that Hennessy, all that brown is difficult. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look at you. I'm telling you, that brown is different, man.
It's different.
It's different. it give you a little.
It give you extra boost. You like just want to fight, huh?
I don't. Was you on that brown when you was with the Memphis Grizzlies? You got
No, if I was on that brown, it went down.
Hey,
ain't no sense to be lying to you.
Let me tell you something. I don't know. You had on an oversized sweater.
Yeah.
And your back muscles were still showing on the TV. I said, man, this is what they don't want.
I mean, I went dark. Man, you ever been in a situation where you go dark? Like, I don't remember a whole lot. I just remember getting back. The security took me back, and it's like, you okay? You okay? You okay? And I remember thinking to myself, why y'all keep asking me, am I okay?
Hey man, because when I don't know if did you go back and watch it?
Yeah, no, I really haven't paid attention. I hadn't watched it.
You got up, and this game is live. I'm like,
yeah,
what is Sharpe doing?
Yeah,
man, and I don't know what was said to you, but you didn't agree with it.
I forgot. That. You know, sometimes you forget you in public that you say something. You're like, damn, I shouldn't have said that.
I've done it several times. My whole team is here because they know I generally get into it with athletes.
Really?
Because y'all be tripping.
How?
Man, you know y'all aggressive.
No.
I done got into it with so many athletes that I'm getting ready to do a special called Conflict. That's how many athletes I done got into it with. Just because y'all be, like, somebody asked you for a picture.
Yeah.
Are you a picture taker?
It all depends on how much time I got.
On where you at. And
right.
And I'm like that as well. So the thing, I don't like taking pictures when I'm with my kids.
Right. Okay.
If I'm out with my family, man, going on. You see I'm out with my family.
Right.
And I understand that. But if you in the luggage store.
Yeah.
And I see you, man, me and Patrick Ewing, I see Pat. I'm a big fan. I had the Ewings and everything, the big suitcase shoes with the 33 on the back. I said, excuse me, Miss Ewing, you think I can get a picture? That man looked at me like I was small, even though I'm small.
Yeah.
And I walked out the luggage store.
Felt even smaller.
And I couldn't take it. I came right back in there.
Come on, see, you doing too much, Ollie.
What?
You doing too much.
I had to come back in there and let him know how I felt. I had them big shoes. Man, you gonna take this with me? I had that part when you was in Georgetown. I went off on Pat, and he was looking at me like, man, what is wrong with little daddy? Man, because you didn't want to take no picture.
Did he take a picture?
No.
Nah, man.
Security put me out.
You were doing too much.
I'm getting escorted out of the Galleria.
Bro, how you get escorted out of a luggage store?
Messing with Pat. Messing with Patrick Ewing.
No, but sometimes fans do too much. I was at where was that? JFK last week. And a dude just walked up to me, put his arm around me and said, let's get this selfie.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't ask, excuse me, Mr. Sharpe, can we take a picture together? Or sometimes they just get rude with it. We gonna take this picture.
Man.
We are?
This Nigerian brother in the Adidas store. I'm in the Adidas store. That man hugged me. I said, bruh, let me go before I bite you in your face. He's like, you just have to bite me. I'm a huge fan. Man, I said, bro, this boy, and I couldn't do nothing because I don't even know why my arms was down. I don't even know why they was down.
So you say you get on that brown, things happen when you were young and you just, and you say that's all you drank was a double shot of that?
Double shots of Hennessy. I never had a single shot. I started with doubles.
You ain't have it on the rocks?
No, straight.
Hold on, you drinking warm hen?
Yes.
Yeah, you're trying to do something. You're trying to test some stuff up.
Is the bar, do it come, is it chilled?
That's why you got to put it on the rocks. You got to take some of that bite out of it.
Okay, if it's on the rocks, what's the difference gonna make? It's
a little cooler.
No, it ain't.
It's a little cooler. I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you, it's a little cooler.
I've been drinking Hennessy. I used to drink Hennessy. I'm talking about since I think I started, that was my first.
Right.
Now, St. Ives.
Oh, man.
I've drank a lot of things. That Thunderbird with Kool-Aid in it. My first, I think it was.
Well, we really ain't have no money back there because you drinking a Thunderbird.
Green bottle. Green bottle.
What's the price? $1 twice.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yes.
And
man, that's what winos were drinking though, Ali.
But what else? I didn't know nobody. I didn't know no other drinks. If you get that Jubilee.
Okay.
Yeah. That Jubilee, and that go live.
Yeah.
Then you start drinking. I remember they came out with the 64 beers. Okay. At first I was just drinking a 40. You know what I'm saying? Then my partner would drink a 40, then put J.W. Weller's in there, J.P. Weller. He'll put that, it's a boiler maker.
Okay.
Now we drinking beer and liquor at the same time. So that's what really St. Ives was. Man, I used to be toe up. I used to be toe, and I had to apologize to some people.
But you drank it, as a man that's small in stature, you drank it like you 6'8".
Hold on, Shannon, what you mean small in stature?
But I'm saying,
and I'm a big dude.
I mean, I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give you 5'6".
5'7".
But you drank it like you 6'7".
I need that extra like 5'7". But I was what?
133.
Nah, I wasn't that when I went to prison. I was about 115, 120. Yeah.
And you out there trying to boss up?
Man, Shannon, I was a. But see, that's the thing. When you box, you.
Oh, so you a boxer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm really never been scared.
So you
of
sweet with them hands, huh?
Nice with them. And my feet. See, boxing is in the feet.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, when you know that you ain't scared of nobody, I had a grandmother that wouldn't let you run from nothing. So you ain't no running.
Right.
So you got the box. So it don't matter the numbers. Cause my grandmother, man, I remember these guys were trying to jump on me and I went home. My sister was like, what's wrong with you? I said, some boys out there trying to jump on me. My sister said, you gotta go back out there.
Huh?
I said, did you hear what I said? some boys are trying to jump on me.
Right.
She called my grandma. My grandma, I get on the phone, said, put him on the phone. I said, what's going on, girl? You tell me what's going on. I said, some boys out there trying to jump on me. She said, how many is it? I said, about 8. They scared.
Because it's that many of them, huh?
I said, what? They scared. How many do you have? I said, just me. He said, they scared. Now you go out there and you show them motherfuckers why they shouldn't be fucking with you. And my sister,
she gassed you up with them out there.
My sister walked out there with me and said, hey, I ain't gonna let nobody get behind you. And she was right. They were scared. See, if you...
Once you teed off on one of them...
Oh, no, don't even run. Because I'm chasing you down now. My thing is, if you got a bunch of people with you, you only talking because you got a bunch of people.
Correct.
Just like with dudes with all these crews. If I show up, I got a problem with you, I'm going to show up by myself. Mm-hmm. And we gonna dance. I don't care how many people you got with you because you're scared, not me. You know what I'm saying? I done lost before and I done won before. So it's I don't have no rules of that. It's no person that's ever gotten in a fight with me that want to fight me again.
That's
even if they won, they don't want to fight me again. They were like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool that because that's a hard way to go. So when
that's a hard W, huh?
Yeah, when I went to prison, oh man, I'm in your mouth so fast. They like, yo, little daddy right there got them hands, bro. And I'm like, I'm 51 now, and I'm still in the gym.
You still in the gym getting it in?
Still in the gym getting it in.
So what was the craziest night? Okay, you normally be on that hand. So what's the craziest thing that happened to you one night?
Oh, man, I got to apologize to Carl Thomas, man.
Hold on, not Carl, Martin?
No, that's Carl Payne.
Okay.
Carl Thomas, the singer.
Come on, how you beat up the...
I didn't beat up Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas, this how crazy it was. I'm at this club called the Roxy, and they give me the hostess concert. Carl Thomas is in concert. And they in the rules, Ali, you cannot have a drink until after 12 o'clock. Because they know I used to be on them double shots of Hennessy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my partner Steve Nice is DJing. And Carl is supposed to be on at 11 o'clock. So I ain't drink nothing. 12 o'clock come, I ain't drink nothing. Carl show up late. 12:15, I start drinking. Carl get there at 12:45.
Uh-oh.
I am 3-4 doubles down.
Oh, Lord.
I'm in the DJ booth, and I'm in there, I'm lit too. I'm in there lit. Fast. I'm lit fast. And I had just performed with Carl Thomas the night before in Dallas.
Uh-oh.
I ain't say nothing. Man, they say, hey, Carl ready to perform. I go right on stage. Hey, y'all, listen here, Carl is finally here. Mr. Summer Rain.
You don't bust a man out like that?
I'm just saying, he finally here.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, we getting ready for the concert. Y'all give it up for recording artists, Carl Thomas, and he walking on stage. I said, damn, Carl, you got the same Gucci pants on from last night? This said, give me this goddamn mic. And I know Frankie Beverly wear the same stuff.
That white, bless his soul.
Bless his soul. I performed with him a lot. But man, I didn't have to say that.
You did.
About Carl time. Carl see me 2 years later in Harlem in this club. My boy doing this club, he wanted, hey man, let me introduce you to one of my partners. We walk in, it's Carl Thomas, and Carl look at me. I don't like this. We made up since, because he live in Houston.
Right.
Man, that's my partner now. But he remember that night I said that about them Gucci pants. Now, somebody can say that about me now. I wear Gucci all the time.
Right.
But not the same thing. Not back to back, not the same
So
thing.
let me ask you this. What makes people get more violent? The double shot of hen or the Mexican margaritas?
Double shots of hen. Double shots of hen. That Mexican margarita, I don't know what's in it, but this is a spot in Houston that they won't even serve you more than 2 of them.
That's it?
You can't even trick nobody into getting you another one. Oh, it's crazy. And I have drank 2 of them.
Right.
And thought I had left. Still in that parking lot. Sun beaming through that. And this is when I'm towed down. I don't know what's in it. Everything is in it, probably. But it's crazy.
So let me ask you this. When you tried to holler at Lil Kim, were you on that double shot of hen?
I was on that hen, full of it. Had a Hennessy IV.
And you just walked, so how you approach Lil Kim?
Man, I'm with Bad Boy. Diddy ain't there. This ain't no Diddy party.
Okay.
We in Amnesia, in Miami.
Okay.
I've been drinking all day. Me, Sean, Prez, GT. I've been drinking all day. I knew I was tripping because I had came out of Gloria Stefan's restaurant.
Okay.
Walking out and run into Quincy Jones. Grab Quincy Jones because he with 2 bad foreign white girls. And I grabbed that. I said, you the coldest. I ain't got no business grabbing Quincy Jones. Man, and I'm drinking all day. Get to the spot. Shine is performing because this is right before Shine about to go to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He has a show in Houston coming up the next week when we leave there. I see Lil Kim, and I had just read in this article that Kim say she like regular dudes. And at this time, I'm a regular dude.
That's you.
And man, I see Kim. I tap my partner and say, hey, I'm finna go holler at Lil Kim. He said, for what? I said, cause she like regular dudes. That's me. Everybody bigger than you. I'm coming through. Excuse me, partner. Let me slide through. Hey man, let me get to this her biggest, but he got his hand in my chest. Say, look, daddy, where you going? I said, I'm finna holler at Lil Kim. She like regular dudes. He started laughing. He said, go on there, nigga. I get right over there and say the wildest I ever said in my life. I get right in Kim's face. I said, Biggie dead, what we doing? If them didn't sling me out of that club.
Lord, of all the things you could have said, hey Kim, my name is Ali. I just want to holler at you. How you doing? I heard you like regular dudes. I'm your guy that you're looking for. That's what you came up with?
That's all I had. It was the Hennessy. It wasn't me. I apologize, Kim. Wasn't me. Saw her again on the Tom Joyner cruise, and up bounce was like, Ali, don't you start that shit.
Leave it alone.
I said, I don't even drink no more. I don't even drink that is it no more. I'm good. Man, but she was, man, I was wild on that Hennessy. I was a wild man.
You drink anything now? Or you don't drink at all? Or you get away from the brown? It's just the brown that you stay away from?
I stay away from the brown. I like water, but I will partake in a margarita here and there. And don't nobody get in trouble on the margaritas.
But it's tequila and margaritas.
Not when you have one.
But your problem wasn't the double shot. It was the problem you just couldn't have one double shot. It was 2, 3, 4 double shots.
It was the Hennessy. Hennessy is a problem. Okay, Shannon, okay, name all the pleasant stories you ever heard on Hennessy. All Hennessy stories start with, man, I almost died last night. All of them.
Yeah. Oh, you want to come out your clothes and fight now, for sure.
And why you got to take your clothes off when you on Hennessy?
Hey, you know how we do. We got to come up out the shirt, because you sweating.
Man, see, that's the problem. You sweating, the liquor's in your pores now. Now you're extra violent. Can't nobody talk to you.
Being from H-Town.
Yes, sir.
Man, look at Beyonce, Travis Scott. I mean, all the guys. I mean, is there anybody from like Houston that you haven't met that you would like to meet? Or you done met everybody? Because that's what that's your doc.
Anybody from Houston that I would like to meet that's from the H?
You probably done met everybody.
No, I don't think nobody from the H I need to meet. Like everybody from the H. Like everybody that I want to meet.
Right.
Yeah, man, Andre Johnson.
Why you always you like athletes but want to fight them?
I don't want to fight all the athletes, the ones who be tripping.
Just because they don't want to take no picture with you, they tripping.
It ain't about the picture. It's about sometimes people's mouth get them in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
They underestimate because they look at you as small. They like, man, get out of here a little bit. Come on, bro.
And that's a mistake. That's a mistake because the uppercut come from up under.
That's the one you can't see now.
I'm saying, I'm gonna put my whole thing into it. I don't really get into it with the cool ones. Like,
right.
One of my cool people is somebody who most people get into it, Vernon Maxwell. I ain't never got into it with Vern. I don't even know what they talking about. I'm like,
Max sometimes be on some bullshit.
He be on some bullshit. But that's my man, though.
Yeah.
That's my man. So,
I can see y'all getting along because y'all got a very similar personality.
Yeah.
I can see how y'all rock with each other.
I rock with Max. Posey, Nick Van Exel,
right.
all Shaq, anybody that live in Houston. Shaq owe me $1,000.
What do he owe you for?
Man, Shaq first album.
Yeah.
He getting his hair cut at Robert Young's salon on Richmond. I started this club called Just Joking right across the street. So I'm in Robert Young's salon all the time. Shaq coming in, Adidas coming there, and he talking about his album. And I said, your album ain't gonna be good. He's talking about, I bet you get my album, you gonna like every song on there. So I get the album.
Okay, how many songs you like?
2.
How many songs was on the album?
Probably 40, I don't know, but I know 2 of them was good.
Okay.
And I come right back and I'm waiting on it. I say, Shaq, 2 songs. You lying. 2 songs I like, that's it. Where's my money? Still to this day, every time I run into him, I just look at him.
You just said you might have liked more. You might have liked about 6 or 7 of those songs.
No, I did not like 6 or 7 of them songs. You go back and listen to that first album. You didn't like 6. You ain't even hear it.
I didn't.
That's the crazy thing. You're an athlete. You ain't even support it. Yeah. See that? So you ain't listen to it.
I didn't.
And you know the song with the Fooshnickens, and you heard him freestyle. That's probably it.
Yeah. Now he good at freestyling. You don't think he good at?
When you don't know rappers, yeah. If you don't know rappers, yeah. So he good at freestyling. So what is
There you go. Well, now answer me this. Why are so many people moving to Houston? I think Drake is moving. Didn't Drake just buy a place in Houston? Or he's moving to Houston?
He's not like us.
There you go. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, he's not like us.
First of all, since you brought that up, why they turn on Drake like that, man?
I was, this is me, and people who know me know this. I really wasn't a Drake fan like that.
Okay.
Because he was always selling something that I already heard. So I'm a real hip hop person. I've been around as long as hip hop.
Right.
So you can't give me a rendition of somebody else's style and think I'm rocking with it. I'm just not. He sounded like Short on this one. He sounded like this person. And then when you being from the H, I don't honor you stealing anything from us. Like Chopped and Screwed, any of that, anything that we created, and you don't pay homage to us from getting it, I got a problem with that. I've always had a problem with that.
But what about all the people that he put on? All the people that he helped up out the mud?
Who?
Man, come on, Ali, don't do that now. Don't do that.
I don't know who he helped.
You do, though.
No, I really don't. Because was it from Houston? Who did he help? He didn't help. Okay, UGK was UGK.
Yeah.
Face is Face.
I'm talking about all the guys that went at him this summer. I ain't talking about the old guard. No, he didn't help the old guard, but I'm talking about a lot of the guys that he helped that went at him this summer. Not just K-Dot, because he brought K-Dot on tour with him, but he helped a lot of other people.
I don't know who all this man helped. I'm in my own world. I don't know who all he helped. You give me somebody.
But here's the thing: you don't know who he helped, but you know what he stole.
Yeah,
you don't rock with him like that. Why you watch?
I hear the style. I can hear the style. It's on the radio. They pumping him on the radio. And then when you say certain things, you know it. Man, your
what
blackness.
Man got you turned? What got you? Okay, that aside. Okay, maybe it's because you say he biting people's style and you've heard that style before. But what is it about Drake that rubs you the wrong way? Because it's more than the style.
That was just the style. I didn't have no other problems with the man. I know in Houston, man, it was some things that didn't happen in the H that other people had problems with him. Sauce Walker had problems with him.
Right.
You know, I wasn't in it. But the thing is, when you talk about our style, you know, our style is very unique and we get overlooked. And that's the other part of it. You can come and take something from a place that gets overlooked anyway. If you don't put no shine on, that's why I never left Houston. I wasn't going to LA or New York to do nothing. I'm H-Town. And I didn't think that LA or New York had the pattern on who was funny or not. So why go there?
Right.
And give them all this recognition. And then the other thing is, when I make it, because in my mind, I was going to make it, so LA and New York get all of the contribution, everything I put into it, so I spend my money there, I'm going to do everything. What about the people from my city that's not going to get a chance to see me because I done moved away? I'm from here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the people that's from where I'm from got to see me. In the grocery store, at the bodega, you know what I'm saying? Walking up the street. So they can benefit from it. Hey, Ali, how did you do such and such? Oh man, this is how I did it. I'm not going somewhere else where everybody's trying to do that. Nah, I'm H-Town all day. All day.
It's funny that you say that because we've seen a lot of rappers try to go back to home and it doesn't end up well for them. Why do you think that is?
They didn't cultivate their area from the beginning. I'm not in this space where I've helped everybody that ever asked me for help, I've helped. And some people who didn't ask me, I helped. Because sometimes my help come when you don't know it.
Okay.
I'm in a room and I bring you up. Hey, you can get this person that. Don't tell them that I said it. Just get them. The thing is, if you don't cultivate your neighborhood, now you can't go back. Man, I can go anywhere in Houston. Who got a problem with me? Nobody. I live here. I love here. This is my space. So if you didn't do that, then no, you can't come back. No, you can't come back unless you're coming back with a purpose to love your city. I don't think none of this is what's so unique about Houston. we see, that's why I don't know a person that I would like to meet, because I see everybody.
Right.
And we don't run around with no entourages and all of this nonsense. I'm in a safe space in my city.
Right.
I don't have no problems in my city. If you in your city, you got problems, what did you do?
But you know, everybody's not happy for your success, Ali. Everybody's not.
But when you have so many people that are, it's probably people that hate me, but you gonna say something, then somebody else gonna say, for what?
Right.
They gonna question your hate.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got nobody questioning your hate, then something wrong. I don't have to always defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
The city will defend me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The people that know me, it's people in the city when I said something about a situation, I don't even know him. And people like, you don't know him? Oh, you must be young. You must be young.
Right.
You gotta be. And then the young people that know me like, wait a minute. You do know that he did such and such and such and such. I'm a charitable person and I don't need a camera to record it.
Right.
If I give some charity, I don't need to post it and none of that. And me and Marcus D. Wiley, as my partner, we was together one time. He said, hey man, you know what you just did, people have a camera and they need to post.
Yes.
And I said, God recorded it.
Yes.
I don't need.
That's how I am. I like to do and not, because the question that you have to ask yourself is this: if you did something that was special and no one told you it was special, would you still feel special?
Yeah.
There you go. That's your answer.
Yeah, because just like this, domino effect 1, 2, 3, and 4, the first ever special. I'm the first comic ever in the world to do a special that's all connected, a 4-part series special. People don't recognize it, but it's still special.
Right. You believe it's special, that's all that matters.
Yeah. And that's what matters to me.
The Ghetto Boys came out with a song, Mind Playing Tricks on.
Yeah.
Why do you relate to that song so much?
Man, this is just, I was friends with Bushwick. I'm friends with Willie D now. I just got off the phone with him. Friends with Brad. So Mind Playing Tricks on You. First of all, the beat was crazy.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And that what they were rapping about. This is a lot of times people's life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can think that you something and you not. Your mind is actually playing tricks on you. So to stay grounded in reality is what this song was really about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, and that man said, I pulled in the pot pies and bailed out quick. If it's going down, let's get it over with. And that's a slogan for me.
Right.
If it's going down, let's get it over with. I wish I was scared of somebody, Shannon. I really wish I was, so I can understand that.
Did you always have that mentality?
Yeah. Yep. I've been a small man in stature, like you say. But you know something. I was, first of all, Shannon, I was big. I've been 5'7" since like
7th, 8th grade.
Before that, like about let me see, 6th grade. And I was a center. I started off playing center. I was a 5. That's what it come.
In basketball?
Yeah, I was a 5. And over one summer, it's like everybody went to sleep, and then I was a 1. Out of nowhere. My first position playing football, mm-hmm. Inside linebacker, right inside linebacker. And I was vicious. I'll knock your head off, because I don't have no regard for my own self.
Right.
So I'm out there, inside linebacker, then I went from that to receiver, then I went to cornerback. You know what I'm saying? And it was all...
You couldn't catch, that's why you went to cornerback, huh?
No, I wanted to hit people. I can still catch now. Shannon, the difference is between like now you talk about today's supposed to be thug and rappers and all this supposed to be in the streets. All right, they're not athletic, so I don't believe them. Cause growing
Man,
up,
you saw Drake hooping. Drake be hooping.
I got who?
Drake.
Shut up.
Let him rain in the gym. You saw it. You saw it too. See it. Breezy be dropping. Davey. All them boys be hooping. Hooping.
Stop.
Chains. Hooping.
Stop it, Shannon. Stop it.
Oh man.
DVD can hoop. Brian McKnight can hoop. These boys can't even catch.
They might not can catch.
Man,
They might not can catch a football. But
they can't catch a baseball, a tennis ball. They can't catch a cold.
I've seen Drake put it in the basket.
Man.
You did too.
No, I did not. I did not see this man put nothing in the basket.
He probably beat you one-on-one.
I doubt it.
I don't.
You're not gonna skip. You're not gonna skip me. See what you're doing? You trying to do a skip this.
No, I'm just saying. I've seen that man hoop. I've seen some of these other. I've seen Breezy hoop. I've seen J. Cole. Give you that work. Give you that work.
You think J. Cole gonna give me that work?
Work.
Man.
Just like we would say, work.
I'm gonna put J. Cole in the post. Throw it to me.
How you gonna be in the post at 5'7"?
And I'm still a big man.
Spud Webb couldn't post up.
That's Spud Webb.
Unless he posted up Webster. Gary Cole.
Chris Paul can post up.
Chris Paul 6 foot.
What that mean?
Ain't no 5'7" post players. That's what that means.
Man, I put that man on my hip. Put that work on left and right hand. You finna get these boys. You finna get these boys in trouble.
Oh Lord.
So the thing is this: why they don't do the celebrity basketball games like they used to in All-Star?
They do. They just had it.
Man, did you see BVD? Did you see these boys hoop? These boys was nasty. Brian McKnight to get them boys at work right now. I'm talking about real hoopers.
No, he ain't trying to do that. He should have went. The NBA love to have Brian McKnight out there.
Man, Master P can hoop.
Yes, I know
these new boys can't. Have you ever seen them in a softball game? They can't catch. You trying to get these new boys?
I think what Travis Scott has a softball game.
They have no fathers. They can't catch. Their father ain't do nothing with them.
Oh Lord.
They can't catch.
Can I ask you? Oh, let me ask you this. Let me transition to this. You and Pimp C almost get into it. What was that about?
He was talking crazy to my sister. He was young. He was a young boy. He was talking crazy to my sister.
Your sister told?
Yeah, and I saw it. I'm in the club.
Okay.
At the time, you gotta think. I'm already a dope boy.
Okay.
I'm in the streets already, Shannon.
Okay.
This man is a rapper.
Okay.
Young boy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already mad aggressive. Because I'm already in the streets. See, I've been in the streets since 88.
Damn.
Yeah, since 88.
Down to 40 years.
I'm not one of these guys. I used to listen to these guys when I came home, 1997. I've been in the streets since 88. 88. I'm already doing things.
Right.
And stuff I won't say on camera, I'm already doing things.
Right.
And I'm a problem. So when they rapping, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm actually doing.
Okay.
What I'm actually doing.
You real in them streets, they talking about the streets.
I'm already in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So like now when I listen to people, I be like, man, that's what y'all really?
But y'all cool now?
He did.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Did y'all make peace before?
We went to the same barber and all that. Big shout out to Nick. We went to the same barber for a while.
I'm glad, bro. I'm glad you made peace with that.
I made peace with mostly everybody. Mostly.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna get to that a little later. So help me understand. You went to the strip club with Moses Malone.
Man, Big Mo. What's up, baby? He gone too.
Yes.
Man.
How did you meet Moses Malone?
Anthony Colbert Sr.
Okay.
First person to ever invest in my career. He bought me some headshots. I started doing stand-up. He said, hey, man, you gonna need some headshots. And he sent me to this guy named Montague, who was the same person that was shooting Destiny Child.
Okay.
And I knew that them pictures was expensive because the man is named Montague. Anybody named Montague is definitely charging.
Yeah.
His name is Montague, and he had some circle glasses.
Right.
And I said, yeah, this is high quality.
Right.
Great headshots. Him and Moses, very, very close friends.
Okay.
I learned a lot hanging out with Moses and Anthony Colbert Sr. Anthony Colbert Jr. is my accountant, my close friend. We own a food truck park together, 4501 Alameda. When his father passed, before his father passed, he told me and Anthony to always stick together. So man, y'all always stick together. So we do. But man, Moses would want to go to the strip club to have lunch at this spot called Treasures. He want to have lunch. So I go with him, me, Anthony Sr., we in the strip club, and I'm thinking that they going for the strippers. This buffet in this strip club was amazing.
Yeah, people see, but when you tell people that, people think you lying. I mean, the thighs are nice too, though. But the food is really good. Magic City, you ever been to Magic?
I've been to Magic City.
The food, tell me the food they busting.
I didn't eat no food in Magic City.
Why you there then?
Because I was with some other people. Man,
They wasn't hungry?
I didn't eat no food in Magic City. I was like, what's crazy is I'm not a strip club guy.
I ain't either.
Because
But if I'm there,
I don't want the strippers dancing on me.
you don't want no booty juice on your chicken?
I can't. I just don't.
What you mean dancing on you? What's wrong with you? Ali, what?
They ain't got, where's the shower at? They been in there all day. Where's the shower?
Look, they do a couple
don't be wet wiping nothing and sliding on me. Man, I just can't, on my clothes. These clothes cost something. I don't want you on me like that.
Man, they go down and freshen up after about two or three
Freshen
seconds.
up with what?
They got showers down there.
Ain't no shower. Where the showers at?
Well, I'm gonna call Madge after I get up here and ask you.
Yeah, ain't no showers in them spots. Them girls going down there changing into them same bathing suits. Just
They wipe. Okay,
man,
they doing a little bird bath.
Man, Shannon, no. I don't know bird bath brought on me.
You do it too much.
Just in there bird bath and just vagina, all that bacteria, vaginosis all on me. I don't want all that going on me, man. Ooh, I throw my money from a distance. Like a baby. I pitch my money to him. I will. Let me tell you something.
That's what I thought.
No, let me tell you. Hey, V Live. I was in V Live one time I'm in that. I love the Making It Rain. When Making It Rain came out.
Yeah.
Cause you can throw your money up in the air.
Yeah.
And that's it. You don't need nobody dancing on you. Even this girl, man, God rest his soul, man, Big Tho. Big Tho and Eric, I would come to their spot.
Yeah.
And they know how to get me. They know how to get me. It was this girl named Tammy the Tiger.
What'd she do?
Ooh, she wild. I'm talking about, and the first time, I didn't even know she was no dancer. I saw her in the Roxy. She just in the Roxy looking great. I would send her a Merlot because she drank Merlot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I found that girl was a dancer. I went down to that club. Fine as she can be. But still, I don't want nobody dancing on me. I can
You didn't let Tammy dance on?
I didn't let Tammy dance on. Nah, I throw that money. She on that stage. I throw that money up there, but don't dance on me. I don't like it, Shannon. You gave me the creeps now. I don't like nobody dancing on me if you ain't got no bath. You see, I see right now.
No, sometimes
you came down to Houston. I remember you was in Houston. You know what I'm saying? And they got you. They got you because I heard you in Ocho Cinco because he gets it in. So y'all in Houston.
Yeah.
And you in that strip club.
I didn't go to strip club. I didn't. I almost moved to Houston. The best decision I made. In the last 5 years, one of the best decisions that I made. Sometimes the best decision is the one that you don't make. I'm gonna leave it there.
You gonna leave right there?
I'm gonna leave right
Hey,
there.
let me tell you something. That H-Town.
That's different animal.
It's full of them.
Yes,
You don't need to go no strip club to see one. Ooh, that Galleria. Oh.
I'm with you when you're right.
Oh, that gallo is crazy.
I'm with you all the way. Were you right?
I'm talking about you. Hey, if you come on Alameda, just on that, just stand out there. Just stand out there on Alameda. They out there. I'm talking about a sundress, no drawers on. It's crazy.
Man, let's talk about. I heard you read in the
You trying to move to Houston?
Tupac. You read in the Tupac or when he was with Digital Underground?
Yeah. See, I was already in them streets. Already in them streets. Money be on that elevator, just drunk. We chopping it up. It's a rap convention.
Right.
Rap convention. And they come down. Dana Dane was on, big shout out to Dana Dane. Dana Dane, it's the escalator wasn't working in the hotel, so everybody had to catch the elevator. And Dana Dane was sitting on the broken escalator. I get on the elevator. Money B is on there. I just finished chopping it up with him. He drunk. I see who now Tupac. I didn't know that was him.
You didn't know that with him, right?
I didn't know that was him. He dancer, you know.
With Digital Underground.
With Digital Underground. But it wasn't that thug persona. And how would it be a thug persona to somebody who's already thugging in the streets?
Right.
Like, I'm already a wild man. So I didn't see him like everybody else saw him. Even when I was locked up, I used to be like, man, that kid wasn't no thug like that.
So when you see, having been in the streets, live that life, breathe that life, when you hear guys talk about that life, you're like, man, y'all need to stop this.
They really do. They really do. I'm talking about, because it's like, even with these young boys now, it's shameful. It's shameful. And my problem is this. I never lied on my mama like that. Hey, that's all we know. Stop it, dog. So your mama never said nothing. Didn't nobody ever say nothing good to you? So everybody's just doing bad. Every black person just doing bad. Everybody's from the hood. Nobody mama making it. Nobody daddy was making it. Everybody just destitute.
Right.
Man, stop it, man. I tell people in the special, I never had to be in the streets. My mama had a job. I just couldn't handle being outside, not being in the atmosphere. My dad had a job. When I moved in, my dad had a job. My dad was fly, tailor-made suits, all that. My dad was selling powder cocaine only because he had a carrier service downtown. And it was lawyers that he was carrying stuff for, getting documents signed, and they was on powder. So my daddy just right into it. You know what I'm saying? So him, Ivory, James a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Ivory has one side of downtown as the carrier service. My dad had the other side of downtown. They partners. My dad was selling these pills. Everybody was popping pills back then. You know what I'm saying? So when he started selling powder, he didn't want me to sell powder, even though I had to open the door and sell the pills for him when he was gone. But he was wild. But my dad didn't want me in the streets. My mama didn't want me in the streets. I hid all that from my mama. Just now be finding out stuff that I did back then.
Wow.
But so I don't give this story of, I had to sell. I ain't had to do shit. But be a kid.
Right.
Which people find hard to do nowadays. Like being a kid is
Everybody
something
wanna grow
wrong.
up fast, yeah.
Everybody want to grow up fast.
They do.
And it makes no sense to me. And then lie on your family. Like there's no honorable people in your family. Man, cut it out, man. Cut it out. It's crazy.
So you mentioned that your mom had a job, your dad had a job, you really didn't. So what type of upbringing? So give us a synopsis. When you were a kid growing up in Houston, you were in the projects, if I'm not mistaken. What did you want to be when you grew up?
A chef. A Navy SEAL.
Okay.
Yeah. Chef.
Then what happened?
I started cooking the wrong things. I'm cooking the wrong thing, man.
You weren't making no oxtail of the collard greens or anything like that.
Hey, man, I'm a chemist. I'm cooking the wrong thing.
Oh man.
So that's the just being in the streets, man. I didn't have to be out there, Shannon.
Right.
Real talk, I just didn't. And my mom, that really was embarrassing for my mom.
Right.
You know, I apologize to my mom too all the time for being dishonorable to what she was about.
Right.
You know, and I think that in families nowadays, it's no honor.
True.
They don't want to honor the mother, honor the father, honor the family. You want to put mud on your people's name, and that's wrong. And but a lot of guys don't see it like that. They think that street cred. What does it get you? You can't buy nothing with it. Can't buy nothing with it. You are more embarrassing to society, to your family, to your children, and then to your grandma. It's really shameful, man, that how these people, and I'm not perfect in this, but I'm not gonna, man, it would break my heart, man, for my kids to be out in the streets acting like I didn't teach them what was right. And I didn't do.
You didn't do anything for them.
I didn't do anything for them. It would break my heart to see my friends' children like that.
Right.
You know, I got some friends that their kid want to be in the streets. And, you know, I go try to talk to them. Man, why do you want to be out here? What you missing? Why are you trying to hurt your father? Why are you trying to hurt your mother? Like, what is the real core of it? You have to be a part of what everybody else is doing.
Right.
And everybody else is not really doing it. I see these young kids out here that masquerading to be thug life. But this is what the music sells them.
Right.
So I have a problem with that as well.
Right.
What you say, you selling something that you not. So when you run into people that,
They take offense to it.
I'm offended. Because bruh, go on, man, before you make me show you the difference between me and you. Because, bruh, you ain't really been tested. You ain't been in nothing. I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen, bruh. And I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I've already done. So it's a different type of intensity man, I do my best, Shannon, and I cry a lot, man. I cry a lot, man, for people.
Is there a mentality that you must adopt in order to be in the streets like you were in the streets?
Yeah, and it's brutal. It's brutal.
You got to be heartless. You got to be ruthless. You got to not care.
You got to be, Shannon, you looking at a man that will kill you with your baby in your hand. Hey, man, put your kid down, bro. I don't want to do this in front of your kid. And now the intensity with me, man, going on, bro, before something happened to you for real, for real. I don't want to play with you because you don't really have enough people for real, because you're dealing with somebody that you don't really understand. I was 19 years old by myself in prison. And it won't be one person ever to talk out of turn about what happened in there with me. Because I got a mean streak in me. Hey, man, you better go on before I put your ass in the grave, boy. I don't need nobody. I ain't got to go get nothing. I'm equipped right now with my bare fucking hands.
Did you take that in there into those walls? Did you take that mentality?
I was like that in the streets.
Wow.
When that man hit me, when this man hit me in my face, I'm 15 years old. This man's 6'4", 6'5".
He stole on you?
Yeah, from behind, because that knew he had to. Or get bust down. I'm not playing no games with nobody. This is the thing. My mom, she dated a man that was brutal to me. what I'm saying? He was brutal. And I said in my life, I will never in life let somebody beat on me again. I'm 7. Man, the type of violence that
he inflicted on you.
I will inflict on a person trying to do that shit that he did to me when I was 7.
Did you tell your father?
Yeah. My daddy came over, got into it with him. They pushed my daddy out the house, right? And my daddy is in the window. He say, "Oh, unlock the door." I unlocked the door, let him back in.
You been on that for a minute, Ali.
I unlocked that door, let that man back in. My daddy right back on his ass. But that only made it worse for me.
Right. Because he gonna leave and you still gotta be there.
Yep.
So how old were you when you decided to say, you know what? You ain't gonna put your hands on me no more. You're not gonna talk out of place. Did he leave or did you leave?
My mom left him.
Okay.
But it was a thing. By the time I was 9, man, you're not doing nothing to my mama. You're not doing nothing to me. You're not doing nothing to my sister. I remember this man living in these apartments, and my mom getting clothes out the dryer, the bottom dryer. And this man left the top dryer open. And my mom came up, and my mom only 4'11".
Right.
Came up and hit her head. She came in, she rubbing her head. I said, "What happened?" This stupid ass man left the dryer open. I said, "Did he apologize?" Come on now. It's these little bats that they call Astroworld bats. It was cool. You get them from this place, Astroworld. The little Louisville Sluggers.
Yeah.
I got that bat and I put it in my back. And I went down, I said, "Hey, did the lady just bump her head in here?" He said, "Yeah." I said, Did you apologize because you left the dryer open?" He said, "No."
So how old are you at this time?
11.
Okay.
Man, it was a bad scene in that laundry. Bad scene. A grown man. Didn't matter. Wore him out. If my mother wouldn't have came down there, I would have killed him. My mama won't tell anybody. If you get into it with him, you better hope that he talking. Because if he not talking, he's thinking of a way to hurt you. Bad. And I'm not a person, I'm not trying to get away with nothing. I'm gonna do what I'm going to do, and that is it. Just like when I was locked up, that Officer Mitchell. Bro, you stripping me down in the vestibule area, you tripping, bro. You tripping.
So when you say stripping you down?
Yeah, making me get naked in the vestibule area, just cause he felt like he had the power to do it. And I told him, I say, "Mitchell, man, this ain't gonna be good for you, bro. Now I'm telling you." And it happened, and I changed. Like, I used to be very jovial, and everybody know I was like this every day. For like 4 months, I was like, it's gonna come up. I'm gonna get an opportunity to show this man why he shouldn't have did that. And when I did, I was gonna kill that man. And I was gonna go back to my cell. I'm in prison, why I'm gonna go? I'm not gonna escape.
Right.
I'm gonna kill that man. I'm gonna go back to my cell. They gonna come get me. I'm gonna pack my stuff up. They gonna come get me, and I'm gonna be here. For disrespect, come on, bruh. If it wasn't for Alameen and Mustafa, I'd have killed that man. Name was Mitchell. Not playing at all. And I know people like, "Oh, he act like he tough." No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm very jovial. I'm very peaceful. You got to push me to something. And I'm gonna say, I'm pause up most of the time. Hey, bro. But if you keep going,
you trying to take it there.
You trying to take it there, and I'm probably gonna take it there.
I want to see you there,
and I'm gonna cry for you, and wish the best for your family, and all the rest of that. Oh, but man, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad because I've never started a fight in my whole life. I finished a lot of them. I've never started one. I'm more offended that you bothering me than anything, because this is what people do. They not coming to pick on you. Why not?
Because of my size. But they look at you, they think you an easy victory. That's how basically they're underestimating you because they looking at.
Why even bother me?
Because they feel that's an easy win, Ali. Why you think?
Why not bother you?
This ain't what they want.
So how is it you ain't what they want, but I'm what they want? You know what I'm saying?
Because you know how animals are when animals hunt, they find the old or the weak.
Okay, so watch this. What would anybody rather deal with? A lion or a honey badger?
Well, see, people don't know about that honey badger.
And that's their problem. Now, when you mess around and find out about it,
it's too late.
A lion don't want it with a honey badger.
No.
At all.
No.
And I'm a honey badger. I'm low to the ground. You know what I'm saying? I can fight backwards. I'm saying my teeth is razor sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is you playing with me?
They don't know.
They need to find out about a honey badger.
Let me ask you this. Your parents got divorced when you were very young.
Yeah.
Did that impact you and make you or what you became? Because you say you were in the street and you didn't have to be. You chose to be in the streets. And you've told me right here that, look, my dad had a job, my mom had a job. I didn't have to do anything that I did. But did their divorce, did that play a role? Did that father drive you in the street?
Major. Man, when you are a father, it's very important that you stick close. Even if you detach, you still gotta be in the kid's life. You gotta be there because it's a certain amount of protection comes with that. People prey on the weak. And when they see something weak or they can figure out how to get in there, but when your father is there, my daddy, I don't even really know if my daddy could fight, but cause he never would be in a fight cause he was, man, Pete, don't mess with me. I know karate. I don't know why he would always say that. I never seen my daddy do no karate.
He probably didn't know it.
But he's 6'3".
Right.
My daddy's 6'3", jet black. My Uncle Mac, I'm talking about fight from the go. My dad, if he would have stuck closer to us, then the abuse would have never happened.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you make sure that you taking care of things, then my mom don't have to sacrifice like she did to try to take care of us. Now we being left at home by ourselves.
Right.
You know, it's all these things. If you facilitate certain things, then you cut out a certain amount of nonsense.
Correct.
Predators know when no father's around. Man, you can't really come to my kids because they like, hey man, it is a father very close. And I'm gonna be a problem. Like I question everything. You know, like, yeah, man, what's going on with you? I pop up everywhere. I'm always showing up. So if you that type of father, then predators stay away. Like this man was talking about, he said how he chose his victims.
I saw that. He said he didn't choose the black, white, Latino, it didn't matter. He said he looked at the father.
If the father wasn't a threat, but I knew that from being inside. Talking to these type of predators, makes me very skeptical in the world. I don't want you to do certain things. I don't want you to be certain places. I'm always on guard because I know the actual predators. I know how they think. I know how they move. And what's crazy, do you know those type of predators get protected inside because of real?
Oh, they stand no chance.
Because we're going to kill them.
Absolutely.
And I'm not talking about what I heard.
Yeah.
They keep them away from us. And it used to burn me up though.
How y'all know them people come in? Because I've always wondered, how y'all know this guy he killed an old person, he killed an elderly, or he molested a child, or he killed. How y'all know about that? Y'all get new, who tip y'all off about that, Ali?
I was a fire safety clerk. I know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm in the front office.
Right, okay.
People know what your jacket is when you come in there. They know what you're doing. And once we find out.
Oh, hell to pay.
Oh, it's hell to pay. But they keep them in protective custody.
Why they get protected? Nah, do that. You want to do all that to them little kids that can't protect themselves. Go ahead. That's where you should do it.
That's the craziest thing. I'm a street pharmaceutical rep, which is very frowned upon. I come in there, non-violent crime.
Right.
You put me with everybody else.
The most violent of the violent.
But then this dude who done serial raped, serial molest, you put him down there in protective custody with other serial molesters and rapists. Why don't you throw him to the wolves like everybody else? Because you know we're going to pull them apart. We're going to pull them apart. The justice will be served. If you kill a baby, the justice will be served. We gonna get you in the county. So we already know what you came in there in the county. In the county jail. We trying to bust you to the white meat in the county jail. I remember I'm on 10B3. And on the other end is 10C2. We can see they block. And it's a guy that had killed a baby girl, threw in the Braves Bayou. He get arrested, because we seen on the news. Get arrested. Everybody hoping that he gets sent to the 10th floor. 1301 Franklin. That man gets sent to the 10th floor. We hoping that he come to our cell so bad. They send him down to 10C2. And the sheriffs put him in there and closed the main sally door. Like what you can hear in the hallway. He already behind the bar. They closed the sally door. And it was like on cartoons. You saw him run this way, and you saw a pack go that way. Then you saw him run this way, and you saw the pack go that way. And then the next thing we know, it's a cold blue.
It's over.
They coming to get him on a stretcher. They done slammed this boy on his neck so many times, trying to kill him because you killed the baby.
So the elderly and the kids.
And women. And women. See, I think sometimes that these...
It's funny that you guys have rules and regulations in there, but you don't follow by the rules and regulations out here.
Hey, Shannon, there you go. There you go.
Talk to me. I'll break it down to me.
So, listen, Shannon, man. When you trying to get the money, you trying to get bread. So, you're not messing with women and children.
Right. Long as you don't harm the women, children, the elderly, you good.
Man, do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Do it fair business. I come from a era of fair business. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing dirty business, then there's something wrong with you. But I come from fair business. And we didn't even, do you understand? You asked Gilly a question about athletes getting protected. It wasn't just athletes. It was anybody that had potential that we saw. Man, we was honorable. It was my honor amongst these. Man, the dude named Phil We out in the street selling dope. We ain't letting Phil sell no dope. Phil play the saxophone. Man, you can't sell no dope, Phil. Boy, you the next one. Mm-hmm. I'm talking, we see this boy. Hey, Phil, hey, man, come over here with your little harmonica, man. Just calling this instrument all the wrong names. Man, come on, man. The Savages, you know, they unruly, man. Play something to soothe these savages.
Right.
And he plays something.
Right.
And boy, break him off, man, gone. My boy Michael Vian, he tried to sell dope. And I say, boy, cut it out. I took him to the mall. I said, get whatever you want. And then sent him to school. Bruh, this ain't for you out here. We're not, when we had a lot of honor about ourselves then.
What happened?
These same people wanted to be in the streets. They wanted to be in the streets. See, everybody, it's like my friends now. I don't have no thug friends. All these boys is fathers. They're not in the streets. I don't hang with no thugs.
Right.
Like for what? It's not even cool. It's not even cool. Like to be under constant stress. Man, that's not, man, always getting into it. Y'all can't ever go out and have a good time because you always into it. You always beefing. It's like the reason why a lot of these dudes is doing this because it's really not no street consequences. It's a safe space. If you talking all out loud, man, you ain't trying to do nothing. You ain't trying to do nothing. But I just don't get the atmosphere of everybody want to be a thug. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. You playing football, right? Mm-hmm. How many thugs was out there on the football field when you was playing?
Nah. No.
Now you got people that come to leagues and they uncoachable because they want to have this street persona.
Right.
Why when you play football?
And you making all this money, you want to go hang out with the dudes on the...
Why when you play basketball?
I don't get it.
Why when you play baseball? Because the others are not doing that.
Right.
What's the boy that went to jail play for the Patriots?
Hernandez.
Yeah. Why, bro? What inadequacy are you trying to cover up by doing that?
Got to show the homies I'm real, keeping it real.
But that's the crazy thing. Who thinks that that's keeping it real? Some more people that ain't got no sense.
Yeah. That's not in your situation.
That's not even in your situation. Oh man, let my partner have $80 million. Okay, so Marcus D. Wiley, right? This is what he said to me. This is the type of partners that I have. I'm talking about doing something reckless, and this man say, "Hey, you just got presented with a plaque, add all your cities on there, your gross earnings, and that's something really to be admired and really be proud of. Now, go out there and throw all the shit away if you want to." And walked in his house. Get off my yard if I call the police on your ass. My friends are not letting me throw my career away for nothing. And the other thing is, most of these people now are under 40, and I got a real theory about men that's under 50 in that era behind me. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of embarrassment in them. They can be embarrassed easily. So when you can be embarrassed, you internalize things. And that's why most of these guys have these mental health. Here they go, oh, my mental health. Because you do not have friends. This is why you have a mental health condition, because you do not have friends for checks and balances. You what, 56?
Yep.
Okay. Do you and your friends talk?
Yeah.
About everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're not embarrassed. You're not embarrassed.
Mm-mm.
My whole era, Man, whether you had, bro, I remember I called, this ain't, first of all, let me just clear this up. It wasn't from me doing nothing. Somebody slept in my bed with somebody that was unclean. And I don't know, I get back in my bed, I'm early in the morning, because that's when you find out you got crabs, early in the morning. It's never in the daytime. It's always early in the morning. So I'm sitting on the commode and, man, what a little crab thing. Man, I don't know what this is. Man, I'm 17. I've never, man, I got bugs on me. I go right and knock on the door. My partner is in there, and I can't say nothing because he in there with my girlfriend's friend. Okay? I knock on the door. I said, G, come here. He said, what? I said, look. Man, what's that? I said, I don't know. And he looked, because he wore glasses, put his glasses on. He said, oh, boy, you got crabs. I got something for that. I told him. I went and told him. I'm not keeping the bugs to myself.
Right.
Me and Kid Styles, we go to Echo's Drugs. It's Echo's Drugs, baby. We go to Echo's Drugs, and I knew it was gonna be something was gonna happen. I get to Echo's Drugs, me and Kid, and the pharmacist. This when pharmacy was open all night. And then the pharmacist, the man had I'll never forget, he had a thick mustache and some glasses. He turned, this is how he turned around. That man turned around, yes. I said, hey, I need some medicine. And I'm whispering because it's some construction workers in there doing painting and stuff in there. I said, he said, for what? I said, I got bugs on me. He said, you got crabs? All the construction dudes, oh, little man got crabs. Loud. Give me the medicine, right? Tell me what the medicine is, the little shampoo, the little comb. I got just the medicine. We go to the register. Oh, Shannon, it's this girl at this register.
She fire, huh?
Ooh.
Kiss that one out the window.
Now, we go back, and this is when that little basket, the little purse basket just came out. We get the basket, we put the crab message, and we put a bunch of other stuff in there. And I said, hey, kid, when we get up there, just talk to her. She ringing up, he talking, and she just ringing up. She ain't even looking at the stuff. She just doop, doop, just ringing up, doop, 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 and then kick, kick, kick. The medicine didn't ring up. This is the only thing that didn't ring up. And she looked and saw that crab medicine. My partner's so dirty, he gonna mind. That's his medicine. But I went and sold. I remember my partner came to me and said, man, my meat hot. I said, what? He said, man, I'm pissing out fire. I said, well, you got some. you got some. Your meat juice and you got some. But I went and told my partner, I said, hey, man, this boy, meat hot. He woke up, the meat stuck to itself. You know, he said, hey, man, let me take you to the doctor, boy. Now, we all three go to Riverside. It was in together. We in there. Yeah, this boy meat hot. But it's no embarrassment. Now, people nowadays let that fester into something else because they embarrassed. Nah. Man, you gotta have friends, and you gotta have real friends that's dedicated to what you're doing. If not, yeah, you're gonna have mental health conditions. Yeah, you're gonna be out in the streets wilding. You don't have nobody to say, hey, man, bro, don't do that.
Right.
I mean, you don't, man, bro. But if everybody thugging, how many kids out here just going along just to get along?
Right. You mentioned your grandma early in the beginning. How influential was she?
Man, big deal. Both of them. My dad's mom and my mom's mom. Both of them. My grandma Callie, she was different than my grandma Louise. But I didn't like my grandma Louise at first when I was a kid. You know, but I understood why she did the things that she did. You know, these are the same people that taught me how to garden, taught me how to grow stuff, gave me work ethic, you know what I'm saying, babysat me, whoop my ass when I needed it.
Right.
You know, all these different things. When they instill a lot, they still in a lot of me. You know, and they never lied to me. Neither one of them never lied to me. Didn't make me out to be more than what I was. None of that. Just, man, you gotta be solid. My mom was like that. My aunts were like that. I'm groomed by my family.
Right.
And like I go back to, man, I hate that I got locked up and my family had to bear that burden of sending me stuff and explaining where I was at and all these things. Man, I'm supposed to be doing something else.
Let me ask you a question. Had you not gotten locked up, are you sitting here today?
Yeah, I'm sitting here today. I'm one of the greatest chefs alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sitting here. Man, see, that's the thing. I tell people, man, you ain't got to go through no hardship to get nowhere.
Right.
Everything doesn't have to be hard.
Okay.
Life is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be hard.
You wanted to be a chef. But
Yes.
somewhere along the line, you started cooking stuff that wasn't on the menu.
Wasn't on the menu.
So when you decided to make that turn, do you remember like, man, I'm gonna start selling?
Yeah, I do. Running with the wrong people. And I was like, man, what y'all doing? Cause they built like big walls of money.
Right.
And my mama working hard for her money. She ain't coming off of it easy. Then to come to my mama and ask for something, you gotta have your situation together.
Right.
Hey, all that coming to my, it's some new shoes out and not,
Right.
Mom, what's wrong with the shoes you got on? But mama, these cool, but my daddy bought them in the grocery store. These grocery store shoes. And my daddy was cheap. He ain't like he had no money. He was just cheap.
Most old people cheap.
He didn't see, but I didn't understand that. My grandma, she would work. She would put our stuff in layaway and work, right?
Right.
But by the time we got it, I outgrew it.
It's out of style. It's out of style too.
Man, my grandma, but you still gonna wear them clothes. My grandma used to stop at this spot called Wieners, Bales, Palace Royal. I remember my daddy got me a Knights of the Round Table. It was supposed to be a polo. Don't do that, Shannon. I get that it's a polo. It looked like a polo.
But he had an axe. He didn't have a polo stick. He had an axe.
That man had a flag, man. I'm like, hey, and I'm rocking it like it's a polo, and then, man, and this is being embarrassed at school. Man,
you know they gonna join you.
This boy act like he got on a polo. Man, that's a Saint Bernard on your shirt. Hey, man, this ain't no dog on my shirt. Man, bruh, the rabbits, man, I had these shirts with rabbits on. Man, my daddy was a cold man, because he was like, hey, man, you are the man. You make the clothes, not the clothes don't make you. And
not as no kid. Them kids gonna draw you out.
But that's the thing. That's a part of growing up, learning embarrassment.
Right.
That's why you grow up and have tough skin, but I already knew it was gonna be like that, because Jones had started at home. And my cousin's mama, who had some more money than us, he got polos, and that boy come over with his collar popped up. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, look at you. Like, first of all, boy, you didn't buy none of this. You ain't got no money, your mama got the money.
Right.
Yeah, this boy, yeah, you see, I'm fly, boy. And I'm not. But I can wear my clothes well.
Right.
So now, what difference does it make what I have on now? Because sometimes people don't even know what I have on. You don't know what I have on.
You stay laced. Gucci, LV.
Now. But see, when I was wearing Lil Way, they didn't know what that was at all.
Right.
Just like on my wrist. I remember this lady walked up and said, oh, I like them clovers, that Clover bracelet. I'm like, yeah, that's all I say is yeah. Now you see, I was wearing Van Cleefs before everybody else. Now LeBron, I remember LeBron when he got this one right here, right? I'd already had it on my wrist when he went.
So LeBron biting you, huh?
Yes, man, a lot of people steal my style. A Oh, Shannon, oh man, it's terrible, man. Now boys wear they shirt buttoned up. I've been wearing my shirt like that because that's how my daddy wore his shirt.
Right.
No tie.
Right.
Tailor-made suit. See, this is the thing. You go back, I was wearing Taylor stuff when Jay-Z was still wearing jerseys. We go back and look at Jay-Z's first pictures, him and Benny Siegel with them suits on, with all that material at the bottom. When see, you wasn't doing what you was doing at first. I've been doing this. Ain't no bad pictures of Lee out there that wasn't fly. Been fly. Like I said, what this lady said, Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, the new style is bell-bottom denim. I'm like, the new style?
Bell-bottom was in back in the 70s. Don't tell them, though.
Don't. I'm 73. I'm 1973. Yeah. Don't tell them. My mama had them.
Yeah.
My mama had them. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I really think K-Dot on this new album got some lingo from me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, on the cool, because he's not in that era to say squabble. Yeah. I do my special, and I'm saying they in there squabbling like them, and then all of a sudden squabble up. I say, yeah, K-Dot got me. He got me.
But see,
ain't nobody gonna believe it though.
But see, back then, it wasn't like you said, you win some, you lose some, but you went home. You knuckled it up. You ain't pulling no gun on nobody.
No.
You took your lumps or you gave the lumps, but
Hey, you see these teeth right here? These two teeth right here have been cracked several times. I done been hit in the mouth before. I always went home.
Right.
I always went home. Man, you could tussle and go to the crib.
Everybody ain't trying to wallow like that, though.
Why these boys can't tussle? Because they can't fight.
They ain't never been in no fight.
But then you shoot somebody, then you go to prison, then you got to fight.
Yeah. But we grew up in an era you had to fight. You had to fight your brother, your cousins. You got to fight. It's hard for me to believe that somebody in our age group didn't fight, didn't have at least one.
Hey, now, Marcus D. Wiley never had a fight in his life.
Really?
Never had a fight. In his whole entire life. The man, 52 years old, he's never had a fight. But he had other people that would fight for him. Because he's a good dude.
Right.
I find myself do that now. He got all type of cousins and everything.
Right.
Little Larry go hard. But somebody say something to Mark, I'm like, hold on, watch out, Mark. What that boy say? Because I ain't had a good one. I ain't had a good one in a minute.
Nah.
But I
we done got too old to wallow now, Ollie.
Who?
We done got too old. Wait, don't say some wallow now. I'm about you think yourself, I got a grade, got another one on the way in a couple of weeks.
Listen, it depends on the situation.
Ollie, just let it go. You got too much going on to wallow now. What you trying to bump with these young boys out here? Because ain't nobody your age trying to bump with you.
Yes, that's the problem. Some of these old cats forget sometimes. Hey man, you ain't had a fight since the 3rd grade. I had one last year. so it's and then I got a problem. I punched a dude in the mouth in Arizona for saying the N-word to me.
Black dude?
White guy. I understand the culture and they listen to the music and all that. And I told that man, I say, bro, I am in my 50s. I'm a different era.
Right.
I'm not with it, man.
Yeah, y'all 90 babies, let that go.
Man, listen, bro, I don't want to do this with you, man. And then he said it again. Pop. I don't understand how they talk nowhere else. Anybody that's outside of this skin color, anybody, Latino, Puerto Rican, Dominican, anybody, because my grandmother ain't gonna understand. You didn't go through the same thing.
Right.
I don't care what you're talking about. Cause you can go back to your community and pretend and do. I'm in this skin. Period. We from the South. I don't care what you're doing up north.
Right.
Come down here because I'm gonna tell you this. You ain't gonna say that in front of somebody that you respect.
Right.
They'll never sit on the couch with Roland Martin or Farrakhan or any of these guys that they respect and be N-word. You wouldn't do it. You're not gonna do that in front of my grandma. And she don't understand. She don't understand me kicking with you like that. My uncles don't understand. All that, oh, you from this. No, bro, you not from this.
No.
So when people give people passes on that,
no, you
I
don't
can't do it.
No.
I can't do it. And I watch entertainers cower to these people. Because you're not gonna do, and see, that's the other thing that sparked me up. Hey, bro, I know better. I know better.
Right.
Because inside them walls, you ain't gonna do it because you know what the problem is. It's a problem. All that, oh, I'm hip to the culture. Oh, man, all that.
Yeah, you ain't from the culture.
You ain't from the culture.
Yeah, you don't get no pass. Nah.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. Just like, watch this. What racial slurs do we grow up having for other people?
Yeah, but we don't use them. I ain't never felt because I had a white friend, or I didn't have Jewish friends until I didn't know they were Jewish when I was growing up until I started working at CBS. But yeah. I know slurs, but I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say it.
Oh, just because we cool?
Because that don't make you cool.
They not gonna tolerate it. You already know you can't use those slurs to describe the Jewish community. It's over. It's over. So all this notion, oh, it's just a word. Well, if it's just a word, why can't we say it to other groups? Because it's not just a word.
It's not just a word.
But they can say it to us and everything's supposed, that's just words.
It's an unrecorded amount of people that died.
Behind that word. True.
Behind the whole system. Unrecorded. They can tell you how many people died doing this, but it's unrecorded how many of us actually died in that slave trade. Mm-hmm. But then we got the audacity to want to kill each other. Or say the history don't matter. You know how crazy that sound?
I do.
Because we wouldn't be sitting here. You wouldn't be able to do what you're doing on no level without the sacrifice of our ancestors. I'm talking about the real sacrifice. It's easy to say whatever now, but what about when you could not talk?
True.
They would cut your tongue out your mouth. That's crazy. They would cut your tongue out of your mouth. But you have no type of honor for your ancestors. They would bury a woman in the ground while she was trying to give birth for entertainment. They would burn you and chop you up and throw you in a river. But you have no honor for them? Man, you insane. You're insane. That's what's wrong. I don't think they understand. Prison really made me understand. Really made me understand. I'm so apologetic for what I did in the streets. I'm so apologetic. I don't make it light. I don't try to honor it.
You don't try to glamorize it.
But not at all. Because I'm so offended. Man, I remember being in Frisco. Big shout out to Roy Woods Jr. and my man Chris Cotton. Chris Cotton passed. Man, I'm in such a dark place. Cause we at this comedy Central has this comedy convention, and I'm walking from my hotel to the spot where we performing at, and I'm there for days, and I keep trying to walk different ways to avoid all these homeless, drugged out people. Because it's just breaking my heart. And I said to myself, man, what did I do to contribute to this? Because this is a chemical generation based upon the people who I sold drugs to. These are their offspring. And I'm so affected, and I'm not doing well. And I'm talking to Chris, And Roy Woods is telling me this story about what he's gonna say on this storytelling show that we about to do. And it lightened me up because I was so depressed about my contributions to this. I'm so, I don't think, I got a lot of remorse. Like people are like, I ain't got no regrets. Man, I do. I regret ever picking up a 50 pack. I do. It's because the ramifications of it is so crazy. We talking about people who we wasn't allowed to read. We wasn't allowed to do certain things. So how dare I come and set us back, destroying more people, more families. Mm-hmm. It's not one person, it's a family is going through
You'll
this.
be impacted.
So in prison, this is the closest that you ever get to slavery. I'm a judicial slave, and I know it from the jump. Reading history, knowing history, I come in, they strip you down.
Okay.
So that man put his fingers in my mouth to make sure I ain't have nothing in my mouth. I got to squat, hold my butt open for the officer. Spread you got to do all this. They
Dehumanizing.
They give you a number. They shave your head down. Give you a number. It's like branding you. They put you on a bus. They chain you to another person. And you riding for hours and miles. The bus is the ship. I'm still chained. They put you on a farm and you work. No pay. They feed you very little. You in a cell. They on a horse.
Right.
You getting mentally whipped. You getting abused. The craziest thing about being in prison was this. I wasn't worried about no inmates. I was worried about the officers, because a lot of these officers, you locked up and you in these small towns. Everybody family. Any day of the week, you could have died and they could have covered you up. You 800 miles from home. The closest communication is a letter. You gotta wait for that to get there. They could kill you and say whatever happened. Who gonna find out?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's people that die in the county jail. They put them in there and they tuck them away. There's people, families down there that's dying. Like if I do my best, if somebody I know go to jail, I do my best to bond you out. Man, you got to fight for your freedom or fight for your situation when you're on the street, because I know what'll happen in there. Anything can happen in there. So I've seen people get stabbed up, just left in their cell. Don't nobody know until the next shift. I've seen officers beat people up real bad, put you in the hole. They don't know if you in there breathing or not. This is the closest to slavery you'll ever be. And once you understand this condition, you don't want no young kids in this position. You don't want no old people in this position. You have a healthy respect for the ancestors, what they went through. Just what they went through.
Right.
And to not honor that, to not be an honorable person, and not have, bro, when I see somebody of my same ethnic group, I'm always gonna smile at you. Because I'm happy to see you. We frown at each other too much, that we don't even know each other. What you frowning for? Because you have this persona. I don't have to have no persona of being tough. Cause I already know I'm tough. I'm just like, I see, hey, why? Like you see guys in pictures, they not smiling. Why? Something wrong with your teeth? Something wrong with your attitude? Something wrong with your heart? And that's the thing. A lot of people, they got a heart condition. They got black spots on their heart. What's wrong with the heart? What's the community, and we still in the same condition that we were in the 50s. Same condition.
In some situations worse.
And people think that they better because you got some money. Man, money don't really make you nothing. And a lot of people not putting no deposits in their spiritual bank account. They got financial money, but what about your spiritual bank account? What about the things that the Creator gonna count?
Right.
What about those things? Stop doing everything for show. Because it's not a real heart thing.
It's over for that, Ali. The internet done ruin that.
No, Shannon, no.
I got to make you believe that I'm something that I'm not.
Why?
How else would you like me?
I'ma like you, period.
No, you won't.
Why not?
Because they believe that you won't. I know what you're saying, but you see, I mean, the internet be something. I be on IG, they have me question myself.
I liked you before the internet.
But I'm saying,
when you was with the Broncos, I liked you when you was with me before the internet.
But if you think about it, how many times people go rent a car, a nice car, rent a house, spend $5,000 just to go take pictures like they're going on a private jet. See?
People that do that is crazy.
They are.
It's like people who go on vacation and come back to bills. That's really not a vacation.
No, yeah. I don't understand that you take out a loan to go on vacation. Why would you do that?
Because you got to be seen taking the picture. Hey, I can take that. First of all, I'm not living to take a picture. I do a lot of stuff that a picture ain't there for.
Yes.
I'm not. Why do I need the picture? What's wrong with the memory up here?
That's it.
I went somewhere and I didn't tell nobody where I was at.
You don't need to. Let me ask you this. When you started selling, obviously when you're young and you selling drugs, the older guard feel they can take advantage of it. They feel they can run down on you because you young. What'd you say, you went to jail at what, 19?
Mm-hmm.
So 19, did people steal your stuff? Did people take your stuff?
Take what?
Your drugs.
I went to jail 4 days after I turned 19.
Damn, you ain't even get it.
I partied really, really hard. So I wasn't on the streets at 19. So my birthday is October 17th.
Right.
October 21st, I'm locked up. Okay?
Okay.
So before that, I got robbed one time.
How'd he get the drop on you?
Me thinking fair business. I had dealt with these people before, thinking fair business. I get there and they draw down on me. And I said, man, what we doing? And people took my drugs and they put me in my own trunk. I had a brown Monte Carlo I would pull them in. And I'm in the trunk and I'm duct taped. And what I was mad about, I had just moved my tire, and I was supposed to put it back. Just put the tire back in there. I ain't put the tire back in there right. So I'm in there.
Uncomfortable
on this tire. And I mean, I'm doing bad, right? So when that happened, that changed the whole temperature of the game for me.
So now you don't trust nobody.
Don't trust nobody. And I got them back.
Is that the mindset that you have to have, that you really don't have friends, you really can't trust nobody in this situation? Because the moment you let your guard down and start to trust, that's when somebody get the edge on you.
I thought it was honor amongst thieves. And then it changed. Out of nowhere, it just changed. Just like hip hop. Folks was rapping positive, and then all of a sudden, they weren't.
Right.
Everybody was selling, it's like everybody was selling drugs. But when I came up, it was all type of rappers. None of them was talking about selling drugs.
Nope.
None of them.
But one of your biggest advocates was your mom. Your mom bailed you out several times.
Once. She...
Hold on. Your mom bailed you out at 16. She put up $2,000.
Uh-huh.
She misspoke the truth under oath. You bought your mom a car. I mean, you was doing a lot.
Yeah.
You put your mom in a situation though, bro.
Yeah. But what's crazy, when I was beefing with a particular ethnic group, these Colombians, we in a war with these people. It'll take me forever to get to my mama's house. Because I would never go to her crib unless I'm taking all type of routes, make sure anybody following me, getting out, going in places, coming back around. I was doing a lot, man, just to go see my mama. And I stayed away a lot because I was in these beefs and these people would kill my family.
Right.
Cause I would do the same for them. They didn't want me to know where they was at, cause we beefing. This is what a beef is. When you beefing,
yeah, it's
no safety in this.
Yeah.
Like when people say, "Oh, we in the beef," man, you ain't in no beef. you probably y'all arguing with each other, but you ain't no beef. Cause a beef, man, is bad.
Yeah.
Man, people kill your brother, kill your mama, kill your cousins, just to flush you out, just to get you to come out. That's a beef. Ain't no rules to it besides to kill or be killed. But you don't want to do none of that. You would prefer to be peaceful with anybody. And if you really beefing, why don't y'all just sell it in the ring? That's my thing right now, man. I don't fight for free. Put your bag up, let's get in that ring, put that bag up, and whoever get the bag. But we both can go home. Right. You may be a little light on some bread, but you can go home. Right. And I ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't finna embarrass you. I already did that when I took your bread. In the ring. Right. Like with these young boys. Hey man, get in that ring. Put some bread up, get in that ring. Fighting for free is crazy.
You had some loss early on.
Yes.
You lost a sister.
Yes.
What did that do to you mentally?
Yeah, I wasn't ready. And I wasn't prepared.
Was she older or younger than you?
Younger.
Younger than you.
Yeah, my baby sister. Yeah, I wasn't prepared. At all.
Have you been able to make peace with it?
I understand it. But, damn, the pain of it.
How did she pass?
And she had meningococcus is what they called it. The pain of it, bruh, was very difficult. Like, it's still.
Jordan, can we get some tissue?
No, we good. We good. How
old was she?
8.
How much older than you than she is?
10 years.
Okay.
Love of my life. Love of my life. Like, I have a tattoo on my body twice. I'm talking about, I don't think I loved anybody like that until my children. Okay? This is I'm talking about them.
At 10, she's 8. Lee, you really can't process death at this
No, I'm 10 years older than her.
Oh, you're 10 years old, so you're fully aware of what's going on. Yes.
18.
18, okay.
And you talking about, this is the joy of my life. Like, it was to be a big brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I would stop whatever I was doing to go pick her up from school. Walk her home and talk to her, just being there, just loving on her.
Mm-hmm.
My older sister was she was off in the Navy.
Right.
Man, still to this day, you know, I love on my kids so hard because
that loss.
And it's just.
But you suffered loss again. Your firstborn son, right?
Yeah. Yep. And that was some cold, Shannon. That was some cold. And I found out that he was dead. He was already buried and everything, right? That was some cold. Huh? That was some cold-hearted shit, man.
Hold on, time out, Lee. Your firstborn.
Yeah, man.
He passes. You don't find out that he's passed until he's already buried?
Do you want me to tell you how I found out?
Yes, please.
This girl's on the phone with my boy G, and she said something. I said, man, why you even talking to that broad? She say, nigga, what? I don't even like you. That's why your baby dead.
What?
Bro. I said, what you just say? So I called. I said, yo, where my son? Quiet. Buried and everything.
Did she ever tell you why she didn't tell you that your child had passed and that he had passed, there was going to be a funeral, there was going to be a burial? Why didn't she share that information with you?
My homegirl, Jeree, talked to me maybe about 5 years ago. My son didn't even have to die if she would have called me.
What makes you say that?
I could have paid the bread for what he needed. But you trying to be on some pride and don't want to call me and let me know what's going on. What? So I've suffered some damaging losses that have shaped me to be a little cold-hearted and actually soft-hearted at the same time. I love my children dearly. But I can't let nobody play with me because I understand how loss feel. Like, hey man, bro, go on, man. Like, bro, really go on, bro. Like, I'm not really what you think I am, man. Go on, bro. Just go on. So, when people say things towards the dead,
that bothers you, huh?
Yeah. It bothers me. Even if you're not a person that I care for like that. If somebody passed and somebody talk down on the dead,
make a joke out of the situation.
That ain't cool.
You like your circle of friends. I see a couple of your guys here with you.
Yeah.
What have you learned about your circle of friends? What is it like? How do you determine who's in your circle? How do you determine who's your friend? How do you determine who do you trust?
They character. I look at their character. I look how they are with their family.
Mm-hmm.
All them boys over there, family men. All of them. I'm talking about, you talk about some brothers who love their family,
mm-hmm.
love their kids, love their grandma, love their aunts, love their uncles, love their kids. Man, it's So you got Dre over there, right? I trust him like I trust him. With my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the greatest honor you can have on a friend. When you can trust them with your kids, like, hey, can you pick my kids up? Can you come watch my kids? I need to go out of town. Can you watch my kids?
If you are friends with somebody and y'all kids are not friends, something is wrong with this whole situation. If I don't know I don't hang with no men that don't take care of his kids. You crazy? You don't take care of your kids, you can't be no friend of mine. How so? We ain't got the same agenda.
Right.
I got somewhere to go. I gotta go get in a line. I gotta get that line and pick somebody up, man.
Right.
You could trust, man, Marcus' daughter, Charlie, man, she come to the house, play with my girls. Man, ain't nothing, he know for facts, man, ain't gonna let nothing happen to Charlie. Dre will have Hassan. I know for facts he ain't gonna let nothing happen. I trust him with me, so why wouldn't I trust him with Hassan?
Right.
Rashad, man, his boys, man, D-Lay, we had a basketball game, his son, man, we run on this basketball court, the man hit one shot. We on the basketball court, game is 3 minutes in. We on the court celebrating. The referee like, hey man, what y'all doing?
Lisa! Lisa! Come get this!
Yeah, it's these, man, I'm around men.
Yeah.
I don't have no boys in my circle.
Yeah, it's tough to acquire friends once you reach this level. Cause I look at my friends like, I judge my friends, I only really got two, I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about ride that we brothers, the only thing we don't got the same blood. If the roles were reversed, they're in my position and I'm in theirs, they would treat me like I treat them. That's how I have to look at you.
Ain't no jealousy amongst us.
No, nothing.
If you talk about somebody, if I get something or they get something, let me tell you something. I have a nice car. We have a nice car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, ain't gonna talk about it. Like, let me tell you something. When Marcus bought his Lamborghini truck,
Yeah.
it might as well be mine, because I'm gonna be talking about it like it's mine. First of all, you don't know nobody with no Lamborghini truck. But because the thing is, you can see it all day.
Right.
But my partner got it. I know somebody who has it.
Right.
It's different.
Right.
I don't care nothing about that man over there having that mother. I ain't got no time.
I don't know him.
I don't know him.
I know my homeboy. Cause that's what you like. Like my homeboy Bucky be sending me articles. I say, are you a librarian? How you keep on clipping and sending me bro? You got a job. How you find all these articles?
He's invested in what you got going on.
Homeboy, you see this? Homeboy, you see that?
He keeping you up on it.
I'm like, I ain't even know they did an article on me.
He keeping you up on it. As he should.
I read where you say you don't like working with money hungry people.
Can't do it.
Why?
You're not loyal.
You loyal to the dollar.
You loyal to the dollar. You a hired gun. I can't mess with nobody who money hungry, because you'll sell me out for something. You'll sell me out for anything. Some bread. Just like I listen to, unfortunately, a lot of these cats that got bread now, you selling out the community for the bread. Whoever want to sponsor you, you going with it. No matter how detrimental it is to the community, you going with it for the bread. No integrity about what you're doing. I can't mess with folks who don't have integrity about what they're doing. Man, you know how hard it is to be an independent artist?
Yeah.
Yeah. My friends got to keep me from saying a lot of things, and then they'll give me my boy came and told me, he said, man, they'll never give you a reward. They'll never give you anything. They'll never give you the Grammy. They'll never give you the Emmy. They'll never give you any of these things. I'm like, why you keep saying that? Because they didn't make you. You an independent artist. One of the worst things people say to me is, when you gonna get a Netflix special? Oh, I saw you on Netflix. No, you did not. No, you did not. Netflix had found every excuse not to deal with me. Their last one was because I put out my own stuff on a regular basis. We want our artists to be, hey man, just say you don't with me. And that's cool if you don't.
Right. But don't be giving me no bull jive.
Don't give me no, man, I'm a man. Say what it is. So I ain't got to deal with you no more. Man, how you get voted the #1 special and don't win the Grammy?
Wow.
How that work?
Yeah.
How you get nominated? How you get on the Emmy list? I've been on the Emmy list 3 times. They find every way to give somebody else that goddamn Emmy but me. You know what was the Emmy so cold that they nominated the Oscars and the Tonys for an Emmy award last year. So does the Oscars and the Tonys need a fucking Emmy?
Wow.
Just to not acknowledge Domino Effect 3. But why would you? So an independent artist wins an Emmy or wins a Grammy. Now, you turn the cycle of everybody else going independent. They don't need the industry no more.
Right.
I'm not in bed with nobody. I'm not in bed with nobody. I don't have to answer to nobody.
Right.
I can put out 30 specials today if I want to. Can't nobody tell me what to do. I'm my own man. And they actually fault you for being your own goddamn man. They stand against you for being your own man. And society allow them to, because you won't bring me up in the conversation. I had a lot of respect for Lil Rel when he was on this show. He asked about the comics.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know who I was.
I did not.
And I knew you didn't, because after everybody else you made a comment, he said my name, you kept going. I said, he don't know me. And no disrespect to it, I was like, he don't know me. Then my man come on there, Godfrey,
Yeah.
mentioned me again. And he's like, damn, maybe I need to look into who this is. But guess what? It's millions of people. Why would you know me if you're not watching my stuff?
Right.
I'm not offended that you don't know me. Now I got to get you to know me.
Right.
It's just something else to work for. But when you don't acknowledge me and you already know me,
Right.
but then you try to give somebody else all this glory, and man, come on, man. Stop acting like you don't know who I am. Stop acting. Just stop pretending, bro.
Let me ask you this. How did you go from selling drugs? Because you say you got jammed up at 19, 4 days after your 19th birthday. Mm-hmm. Is that when you got caught by the feds?
Yeah.
Okay, they send you away for 6 years.
Yeah.
So now,
that's how I stopped selling drugs.
If they had to call you,
the judge stopped. The judge stopped me, man. He's like, hey, no more.
How do you go from being a street pharmacist, getting caught, I don't know, you making good money?
Oh, yeah. Shannon,
So you wasn't gonna stop her.
Shannon,
If the judge had to stop you, were you gonna stop?
Oh, Shannon, let me tell you something. God knew what he was doing. The creator knew what he was doing. Hey, man, I gotta stop this boy, because this boy is. Shannon, when people talk about getting money.
You get money?
Man, when you show up to high school in a drop top blue Jag, I bought a BMW.
Damn, Frank Lucas.
No.
You try to bring all that attention to you. What?
Hey, brother. this is the 80s, baby.
You need to have your dad need to be a doctor or a lawyer to justify
Hey,
that.
man, this is the 80s. Folks was shining in the 80s. We was glossy. Texas was glossy in the 80s.
Not no high schooler.
What? You think it was just me? So you think it was just me? So you think it wasn't nobody else? Memorial Day weekend is popping in Galveston. It's all type of cars out there, and with young boys in it. We no tent at this time. No tent. Ain't no tent. I need you to see me.
You wanted to be seen.
Yeah, I'm flashing. I'm in high school. I got to come to high school with the bread. I'm buying shrimp baskets for everybody. You got to get this shrimp basket. You know what I'm saying? This is when you got that money. But the thing is, man, I got 84 grand at my girlfriend's house in ones and fives in a trash bag. I had already been getting money. Oh no, let me tell you something, Jan. I'm fresh. I'm talking about. I get out in these streets. I got 15 grand on me. That's what I'm out in the streets with today.
So if you walking around, so back in the day, if somebody called Siddiq walking the street and he had to have 15 grand on him, call the cops. Somebody just robbed him around the corner.
Call the cops. Man, me and Herb is in this mall flossing. I got 30,000 in my trunk in this box. The people don't know that it's in there. I got a fresh 15 that I unwrap every day. I'm out. I spend 7. I throw that 7 in the drawer and to get another fresh 15. Yeah, I got money out here, Shannon.
Damn, El Chapo.
Yeah. Yeah, Lil El Chapo.
You was El Chapo for El Chapo.
Man, Chapo wasn't even riding then. He wasn't running the thing then. It was Pablo Escobar.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
But you get bread like that, you can't stop.
I wish that in Houston we wasn't getting that money. I wish we wasn't, but we were. I'm talking about it wasn't just me. I'm the young boy on the totem pole. I'm the young boy.
Right.
Man, it's all type of bread right now. We was getting it, Shannon. And I like I say, I don't glorify that. See how you brought me into that? You see how you brought me into that? I was chilling.
Man, that fresh
man, you brought me into that.
Sawed off.
Man, you brought me into that. Man, I was chilling. I wasn't even talking about drugs. Man.
Okay, well, tell them about the side chick that put that money on the books.
Ooh, Kendra.
She put 12 bands on the book?
It was my money. Kendra put that money on there. Kendra's a gangster. Man, out of home, Clark. Yeah. Kendra's solid.
Boy, you ain't good at it. You at the commissary. Your book was nice.
Man, I was good. I ain't want for nothing down there.
You eating chips and ho-hos?
I'm talking about, bruh, buying rhino boots, everything. I'm down there getting it. Man, I would fly down there.
What the hell you need rhino boots for?
Man, cause you in there. Need
some sneakers.
No, you had to buy some sneakers from somebody else. They didn't sell sneakers.
Oh, okay.
Them little terrible shoes they sold down there, but them rhinos, you would keep them boys fresh. You would dye them. Some of them would dye them different colors, with the M&M, with the color off the M&M. Yeah. Oh yeah, we fresh. But the thing is, your money, man, Shannon, let me tell you something. Money go fast in prison.
Does it?
Fast.
Bro, what can you buy? You can only buy stuff that's at the commissary. How much stuff they charge you $15 for a soda?
Man, I'm eating canned steak. I'm eating soup. I'm eating stew. You know,
How much? Okay. How often do you get to go to the commissary?
Once a week.
Okay, you go once a week. What you buying?
A case of soup envelopes, toothpaste, Nutty Buddies, peanut butter, sausage, cheese, soup, canned soup.
So how much?
Mackerel. You can bust a
Oh,
six.
Jack
Mac.
Man, that thing stank under the whole man. No, if I in your room, I smell, man, I say, no, you can't bring that. That smell of your room.
Man, don't do that.
Man, that Jack Mac.
Man, come on, man, don't do that, Shannon. Don't do that, man. You got to, first of all, you got to clean it right. You know what I'm saying? Man, Big Brown used to drink the juice of that, man. Big Brown used to drink the juice.
Man, you know Jack Mac with the worst smelling.
Man, listen, man, but the Jack Mac, you talking about a filling meal, though. Because that, man, you gotta put that soup in there, put that Jack Mac in there, you gotta mix that up, cheese, chips, man, jalapenos.
So how much is your weekly commissary bill?
60, you can only bust a 60. Yeah,
you gonna spend $60?
Mm-hmm. You only have $60.
But so 360, 120, 240. Oh, you got 12 bands in the book. That should last you forever.
How?
Bro, you got 12 bands.
I'm in the county first.
Okay.
I'm in the county first, spending money in there. Then I've been on 6 different units. I'm in there for 6 years. How you figure that?
You run out all that money?
Yeah, man.
Did she bring more?
No, she was gone. She just brought my money.
Oh.
It wasn't her money, she just my money. Now the one who had the 84, 85, she didn't bring nothing.
She kept all your bread?
Every single dollar of it.
Well, you didn't break off while you was out, did you?
Yes, I did. I was taking care of that girl. That's why the money was at our house.
So she spent your money?
Man, that girl went to college on my money.
Where'd she go to school for? Maybe you should hire her. You already paid for the education.
That lady spent my money. I was talking about, I had nothing. And when I got out, she thought I was gonna kill her. But I didn't want no money from my past dealings.
Just that $84,000?
I didn't want nothing.
You ain't want none of it?
Dirty money.
So let me ask you a question. Anybody that owed you money you didn't go collect?
Nope. Sure didn't. I was done with that. Because that's gonna put me back in the game.
Right.
Man, I was really hell-bent on being a better person.
Wow. What was your favorite meal? If there's such a thing in the can, what's your favorite meal?
Like in life?
No, when you was in there. Because you said you wanted to be the chef, so you got an opportunity to practice on a lot of bull jive. Cause you mixing jack mackerel and soup and cheese and chips.
Them wasn't my recipes. Them recipes was there when I got there. I'm following already the recipe. Like, this is already a gift. Ain't no new recipes. You only have. Now my favorite thing ever to eat, we take the honey buns. Take 2 honey buns.
Oh, I love that truck driver steak. Don't go to the truck driver steak. Ooh.
Honey buns.
Yeah.
And the Nutty Buddies.
Okay.
Put them in between each other with peanut butter. And you bust that thing open, and you'll warm it up. You had to wrap it up and warm it up in your toilet. Cause you had a steamer and you pour all that hot water in that toilet. It's wrapped up, but you kept your toilet clean.
Yeah.
Your toilet gotta be clean. And that boy get hot, and that sugar and that peanut butter and that little chocolate that melted together.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You don't want that?
Yeah.
Now you going to the toilet to do something else afterwards, but that was a dessert. That was a good dessert.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat the Nutty Buddies and the honey buns. I'm good. I don't need them together. I'm good.
Why you don't need them together with peanut butter?
That's too much.
How you?
Peanut butter and honey buns and Nutty Buddies?
Yeah, you in prison. What else you got to do, Shannon?
No, but that's too much.
You got to get thick in there. I was a big boy in there.
Think 165?
Oh, no. In there, I'm 180. Big boy. Yeah. Man, we played football in there like the season when I was on Torres.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was on the Green Bay Packers, my block. Yeah, we beat y'all.
Y'all beat the Broncos?
Yeah, they was building 4. We beat y'all.
What y'all playing, tackle?
Yes. Supposed to be flag. What
position you play?
In there, receiver.
But you couldn't catch.
I never said I couldn't catch. You said I couldn't catch. Man, I was Neon Dion. Come on now. On both sides of the ball. then somebody got mad at me when I said that if I were to start a team, who would I start with? I said, Deion Sanders. Jerry Rice's my favorite player.
Right.
My favorite player. Mm-hmm. But Deion Sanders, problem. You never caught no balls on Deion?
Right. Prison terms, you say you hated some of the prison terms. Like child time.
Can't stand it to this day. Boss, any of that. You know why?
That's what they call the warden boss?
They call all officers boss. All that prison
so that's what they said a lifetime, on Life, with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
What you call it? Boss, he ain't working.
He ain't working, boss. Yeah.
He from New York City. That was their two boss.
Do New York cities. and that was really a real account of prison.
Really?
They had a count time. I don't watch no show that depict prison and they don't have a count time. I know you're lying. Because that's the thing that happens the most. It happens the most. We get counted the most because you get paid. Mm-hmm. They get the state get paid. So they gotta count you to see how many people there. That's important. It's like cattle.
Right.
So when you don't have no count time, I'm like, that's bull. And so when people, this is how you understand what I was like in prison. Remember the scene? Okay, I'm gonna ask you first. Who you thought was the most powerful person on Life? Tiny.
Nah. Oh, you talking about, okay. The warden.
Nope. Remember when Eddie Murphy was getting beat up?
Yeah.
Somebody said, that's enough.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most powerful person.
It's really like that in there, huh?
Yeah. Because people ask, how was I? That's who I was.
How you get that title you just got in?
It take you a while to get there.
Okay.
You don't get there overnight. But once you get there, you understand on how you maneuver people. And when nobody gonna bother me. Hey, when you take care of everybody, why would somebody bother you? When you, once again, going back to how I am in my neighborhood, why would somebody do something to me in Houston?
Right.
Why would you do anything to me in the world? But why would you do something to me in Houston? I'm from the neighborhood. I'm a part of the neighborhood. I'm a part of the culture. So to do something to me, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. That's killing the culture.
Right.
Muhammad Ali ain't walk around with no security.
Do you think like when you walk around security, you bring attention to yourself?
Yes.
And people feel like, oh, he think.
Yeah. But if you're not loved.
Right.
You gotta be loved, Shannon, man. And to be loved, you gotta show love.
Right.
You gotta be compassionate to people.
Let me ask you a question. The term Mexicans got on boots. What does that mean? What you call them, Ringos?
No, man, the rhinos. Rhino boots. Them not the boots.
Okay.
The steel toe boots, the boots that's issued to you,
right.
Your state boots. Yeah. See, Mexicans don't wear those boots on the rec yard because they going outside to play handball and lift weights and jog. They don't wear those boots.
Okay.
If you see them with those boots on the rec yard,
somebody go down.
It's going down. Mexican got on boots. They gonna stab up some people.
Right.
And it's still in the toe of their boots.
Oh yeah, the steel toe boots. Yeah. So those are work boots.
They kick in your shin, kick in your head if you go down, but they want to kick in your shin. So you can go down and then they can stab you up. Yeah, it's terrible. It's a bad thing. But see, prison has changed a lot from what I understand.
How?
They say they don't do all that no more. You know what I'm saying? Down there. They don't have canned goods. And I don't know what they got going on. I've been to some facilities where I'm like, oh, okay. This is not a deterrent from coming here. I think prison should be hard.
Yeah.
So you can understand. If you're going down there to a work camp, you going down in the Cadillac, what they call it.
Right.
Man, that ain't gonna stop you from doing what you're doing.
It needs to be a deterrent.
It needs to be horrifying.
Yes. But what about the people that says, man, but when I get out, don't nobody want to give an ex-con a job. So what am I gonna do? Except go back to the life that led me to
that's nonsense.
Okay.
Man, didn't nobody want to give me no job. I didn't give a damn about that. I wouldn't have got a job. You gotta be determined as you were to do wrong. You gotta be that determined to do right.
Mm-hmm.
That determined.
Right.
Because when you out doing wrong, things happen.
Right.
But you keep going on with the wrong. I almost lost my eye still selling drugs. I almost got shot.
Oh, that's what the dude punching?
Yeah, behind 2 rocks. 2 funk ass
Crackhead?
rocks. Yeah.
Stole on you?
Yep. But he wasn't all the way cracked out. Crack hadn't taken his strength yet. He kind of like Lawrence Taylor. He kind of like LT. Yeah.
Hold on, you brought a pen knife with a rusty nail, nailed it to 2 bags of coffee, but you got sliced during a riot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know you were sliced?
Yeah, immediately. Like when you out there, it's once again, that's why I don't understand taking off your shirt. I would never take off my shirt.
Wait, in the club, you know, back in the day, you had to take the club. First of all, you want to see people that you yoked up. They're like, oh, okay, I done made a mistake.
Let me tell you something, Shannon. If you take your shirt off on me, we in the club.
Yeah.
I'm like, good. Easier for me to pop all this skin loose. Because your muscles is not a deterrent for me. Because let me tell you what your muscles can't stop. This knife.
You got a knife up in the club? How you get that up in the club?
Hey, asking all them questions. Man, I keep a knife. Man, listen to me,
You
Shan.
sticking folk? What happened to these? You remember on Friday? You these, but you live to see the
Hey, Shannon, I got these. But if you got a crew of people, I got to stab up 2 or 3 of y'all. Cause you playing. You want to give me the fair one, I'll take the fair one all day. But I'm telling, man, Shannon, most of the time when I'm somewhere, okay, like Dre. Dre got stabbed trying to help somebody else not to get stabbed.
Oh, no, I can't take that one. I ain't in the Secret Service.
Yeah,
that's their job.
He playing.
Yeah.
Dre, get out my way. He step in the way, he gets sliced. Now, the person who I'm trying to stab up get away because now I got to tend to my partner. I done stabbed my partner on accident. You know what I'm saying? Because he done jumped in the way. He done jumped in the way.
Yeah.
But man, I still keep a knife on me. Maybe I had to cut some rope or something. I don't know. But what
rope?
Hey man, something I don't.
You ain't no carpenter?
Hey man,
You a handyman?
Hey, sometimes. But man, what if I'm somewhere, I'm driving down the street. I said, oh, there goes Shannon. And then I pulled over. It was like, man, I'm trying to get my stuff out, and I need this cut out. And I'm right there. If I ain't got no knife, I can't help you.
No, Shannon gonna call somebody. Hey, I need this brought to the house.
You got too much money for my help, Shannon?
Yeah. But let me ask you a question. Your cellmate. Do you have to trust your cellmate?
Hell yeah.
But you had a Mexican cellmate, right?
Yeah. That was forced on me. Now, cause I'm not really who I am yet, Shannon. I'm just not getting there.
Okay.
Now, once I get in the groove and I understand how things go, then I can make my move. Hey, say Cap, hey man, I need to get moved, man. Or need somebody in there black that I know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you have I had a white selling man. White dog was my boy. That was my partner. You know what I'm saying? Now, White Dog, he wasn't a part of nothing. He from Midland, Odessa or something like that. He wasn't a part of no Aryan Nation. He wasn't part of no gang. He just white dude that's locked up. Short timer. Going home. Oh, man, he ain't never want no trouble, man. Me and that man then drank many a coffee and what they call Purtis, you know what I'm saying, coffee with Kool-Aid in it, peppermint. But we in that, we kicked it.
So let's just say you in there, you got 3 years. You on a different vibe than somebody in there that got 15 to 50.
See, I got 15. I had 15.
Right. You pull 6.
I'm on the vibe of I'm never going home. Cause I don't know.
Right.
I'm on the vibe. I'm in here. Hey man, listen.
But you also on the vibe. I'm on what you on. Hey, you gonna be peaceful? I'm gonna be peaceful.
Yeah.
You on some bull jive? I'm on some bull jive too.
Yeah. Because this is what you gotta. This is what you have to be. You have to let people know what you're saying.
Do you have to fight when you go in there?
No, you don't have to fight.
So people just leave you alone.
I don't think people understand. Everybody ain't messing with nobody.
Right.
It's too. Then some people come in there, do their time, and they gone.
Right.
Depending on what unit you on. You don't want to be on no rock and roll unit. That's what you don't want to be on.
What's that?
Where they fighting all day, like people starting shit with
Right.
you. Just on one all the time. You don't want to be on that. Beto and Ferguson and McConnell unit, everybody trying to do their time, what they doing your time hard. Nah, nobody want to do that. You want to go somewhere where, man, people can see a future.
Right.
Hey, man, I'm going home, man.
I got something to go home to. I got a mom, I got a dad, I got a brother, sister, I got kids.
Man, people getting visitation.
Right.
You don't want to go nowhere where nobody getting no visits.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting no visits.
Ain't nobody looking at no pictures or nothing.
No.
What's the number one prison etiquette? What's the number one thing that you need to know when you go in there?
Respect. Respect. On every level, respect. Don't. Let me tell you something, Shannon. This will get you killed right here. Hey man, who moved my glass? I moved it. For what though? You saw my glasses right there, right? What you move my glass for? I wanted to sit there. What the fuck you move my glass for though?
They don't like that?
Hell no. Hell no. Hey man, what you looking at?
You can't look at.
What are you staring at me for? I'm just looking at you. For what though? You ain't answering the motherfucking question. What the are you staring at me for?
Yeah.
Hey man, let me look over at your ass again. You looking at me.
Man, they be on some bull jive though.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to my cell. I'm gonna take off my socks. I'm gonna put that can of stank ass Jack Mac in that can. I'm gonna tie that ball. I'm gonna tie that in a knot.
Yeah.
And when I come down, I'm going to put a crater inside your head.
For just looking at you.
Hell yeah. Cause I asked you what you looking at.
And you ain't explained what you was looking at.
You sizing me up? You think you gonna take something from me? What's your deal? Oh man. Yeah, you finna get paralyzed, boy. Yeah, this where you finna be. Yeah. That's what's finna happen to you. Or you finna get life flighted out of here. You must wanna go to Galveston. Trauma center.
Wow.
Cause what is you looking at me for? Hey man, people.
So that's the mentality. They think if you look at them, you trying to size them up.
But I asked you a question and all you had to do, like man, I've been asked that before. This is me. Hey man, what you looking at? Boy, I ain't even looking at you. Boy, I'm in heavy thought. Oh man, I thought you were looking at me. Hell no, I wasn't looking at you. I wasn't thinking about you.
Now I was looking at your glass. Nigga.
That's me. I ain't looking at your ass, what? Man, it's all type of things that can get you messed up in there.
Right.
If you are a disrespectful person. But you learn respect very fast.
Right.
Shannon, what you, 6'2"?
Yeah.
By what?
250.
250? Not a threat. In them walls, not a threat. Easy work. And I know Somebody was like, how the hell? Easy work. So say you call, me and you into it. You get called up to the third on this particular unit, shower. This is what we're gonna do this in the shower. They gonna warn you, don't let him get in that shower first.
Cause you done stashed something, huh?
So now,
Okay.
I'm in the shower. The shower door pushes in. So in order to get out, you have to turn around and pull it out. You are 6'2", 240, 250. You in this box shower. When you pull your fist back, you ain't got enough space.
Right.
I got this pen knife with this rusted nail on it. As soon as you in there, I'm You in a mongoose hole. I'm
I thought we doing it with this.
Now you trying to get out of here. Now you gotta turn around to get out of here. And I'm
I thought we was doing it with this though.
You 6'2". Yeah. Saying I got all type of alibis for this.
He lying.
You stabbed up. You can't say all that.
He lying.
He lied. No,
Hold on, take it. I know this ain't true. You made your celly sit down to pee?
Hell yeah.
For what?
I'm praying on the floor. Can't have no urine splashes on the floor. I'm praying on the floor. Your cell, Shannon, this is the thing that prison made me understand this. Should the hood be dirty?
No.
The hood is supposed to be this dirty place where all these criminals and all your community, wherever you are in this world,
right.
Your community, it should be clean.
Correct.
For a mental state.
Yes.
Because prison is clean. Ain't nobody staying with no dirty celly. The number one thing we do is clean. My toilet's clean, my floor is clean, my cell is clean. You ain't throwing no trash on the floor. That's in prison. So why wouldn't my neighborhood be clean? I challenge anybody in this world. Hey man, adopt a block.
Right.
In your neighborhood, adopt a block. You know what that consists of? You have to organize 4 cleanups a year. Give people t-shirts, fraternities and sororities and other organizations. Give people t-shirts and clean up the block and feed them lunch. Take care of the elderly. Don't let these have dilapidated houses. If that's how you say that word. And
dilapidated. Yep.
In your neighborhood. Clean that up.
Right.
You should get the same hood that you claim so much, you should want to clean it.
Right.
That's all it takes.
Was it tough to take a shower for the first time? Because you're in there, like, if you're an athlete, we know this. We go in there, we take shower, and it's 20 guys in there, and we all naked at a time. But the only thing is we there to play football game. A lot of those guys there, they're murderers and rapists and yada, yada, yada. So when you go to take a shower for the first time, what's going through your mind?
And what's crazy, Shannon, I'm an athlete. Stop trying to. See, there you go, Shannon.
So you know what I'm talking about.
You keep. I done shower. I done played basketball, football, baseball. I know how to go in the shower, but this is different. Everybody in the shower, and you shine. You on the team. I don't know these people.
Yes.
I'm not on their team.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And you in there showering, looking all promiscuous in the face. You looking for some action. Ain't nobody looking for no action when you an athlete.
No.
Wasn't no athlete in there. Yeah, look at this boy. Well, you wasn't even looking at nobody.
No.
Just in there shot. You
don't make eye contact. Well, you make eye contact. When you talking to me, you look at my eye.
I'm right here with it.
That's it.
Right here with it.
I don't want to see all of a sudden you go down.
Ain't no shifting of the eye.
No.
Right here with it.
You got to get up out of that now.
Hey man, I'ma throw the play. We talk about the play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the rule, but man, this is what we talking about. But
keep eye contact.
Keep all eye contact, and don't be getting close to me.
Yeah.
You're right. Now these boys in here showering, scooting over next to you, talking about, hey, What you in here for? Killing motherfuckers who talk to me in the shower. That's what I'm in here for.
I mean, they scoot over that. They really do that.
Hey, man, them boys was wild in there. Them boys was wild in there. There was some folks that was wild in their predatory behavior. But nothing has to happen to you if you're willing to meet force with force. See, sometimes people, I don't want to get in trouble, so you let people say things to you. I remember this dude said something underlying slick to me. I met it with extreme force. Extreme force.
You ain't let it slide?
Oh no. Oh no. Extreme force. So that's why I understand in Hollywood, people saying that people did certain things to them, or said some things to them, or tried them. Don't nobody ever do that to me. Because the energy I give off is, it's going to be met with extreme force. Man, I was watching the fall of Diddy, and that man said that, he said, we coming to bring all the equipment in the bathroom. I'd have been like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, man, don't y'all take that xylophone in that bathroom? Well, why? Hold on, Diddy. Why are we coming in the bathroom to make beats? Like I'm confused.
Yeah, we both.
It's like when I saw the man talking about, he came to, they doing being a whirler did or whatever, and he came down with a robe on, open with no clothes on. I would have whooped the out of Diddy if I came down and you got your meat out and we supposed to have a meeting. All right, you sure got, you know something? Everybody out here, because I don't want y'all to see what's finna happen to this boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna come back in there.
But you can't fight no naked man.
Shit.
Oh, nah, I can't. Hey, put some clothes on.
Kick your naked ass.
Nah, put some clothes on. I ain't finna be touching no back.
You gonna get your naked ass kicked.
Man, go and put some clothes on.
Shit. You came down here naked. You getting your ass whooped with what you got on.
Hey, bro, put your robe. Pass
Shannon, if that man would have told me to come and do a beat in the bathroom while he taking a shot, man, I hear certain things and
it triggers you, huh?
I can't even believe it. Like, in Hollywood, I wish somebody would invite me to their private part. I wish somebody would say that in a meeting with me. I wish somebody would touch me. I have a hard time going in the clubs getting shook down. That's why I don't go.
Right. You don't like the fat down, huh?
Oh, Shannon, you talking about something that send me over the goddamn top. I'm on tour with Bill Bellamy, right? And D-Lay there. And we in this club in Baltimore. We on the flyer. So why are you shaking anybody down that's on that flyer? We not rappers, we not none of this. And I don't even understand that. I don't understand nobody taking no guns to no club. So we getting ready to go into the club, and I said, the Big E, are they shaking people down? They said, man, and Big E know me. He like, man, they just gonna pat you down a little bit. And I said, nah, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
But you got to perform in the club.
Nah, this is the after party.
Okay, after party. Okay.
We get to the thing, and I say, man, listen, bro, I'm on the fly. I ain't got nothing on me. Man, we still need to shake it down. I said, bro, this don't really make no sense, bro. Man, we still need to shake down. So the bouncer's really adamant about patting me down. I said, man, nah, I'm cool. Man, we just gonna shake. I said, man, why you so hell pressed on touching me, bro? Man, I'm good. So I went and sat in the truck in front of the club. And while I was sitting in the truck, 'cause Big Boy, I really want to see Big Boy now, because like he didn't trigger something in me. I'm like, yo, man, this won't touch on me, bro. So people come and I said, hey, the boy want to molest you when you go in there.
God, Lord have mercy. You started some bull jive.
TSA.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. How you go through 2 SA?
Oh man, it's I got the pre-check where you supposed to just walk through. Man, when
that thing go off,
and they tell me you got something here and you got some, man, I ain't got nothing on me, man. And it's so, I really.
But sometimes they do be doing too much.
Man,
because see, I got artificial hips, so it's always gonna go off. I don't even try to go through the thing. I go through the radiation. Hey, go on and get me.
And that's when they flag me, talking about you got something in your private area, you got something, and that, like, man, what are you talking about, man? And so I really had to get myself together. Like it's a thing. I really have to get myself together. It's bad.
What about sleeping? Could you get a restful? Could you get a peaceful night's sleep?
Where, in prison?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. You can sleep. What else you gonna do? Yeah, you gotta go to work in the morning. That ain't gonna work. Hey man, you gotta go to sleep. A lot of times I didn't have no selling.
Oh really?
Yeah, I ain't had no selling.
Why you done ran them all off?
Some of them I did. Like I really wasn't with that. And I have a problem with this now. I can't listen to nobody pee. Just the mere sound of it pisses me off.
I finally got somebody with me. That's how I am. If I go to the bathroom, I turn the water on.
I do that.
I don't want you to hear me, and I close the bathroom door. I don't want to hear you.
I'm talking about.
People think I'm crazy.
I don't care what they think. I turn that water on to this day.
Yes.
I can't. I'm talking about it sends me.
Mm-hmm. See, everybody, man, you do it too much. You ain't gonna ever get married, man. My girl can go to the bathroom and leave the door open. We having a cup. Y'all doing too much.
The ladies in my family never did that. Like, they never even. Like, I knew that they probably did number two.
Yeah.
But you never smelt it, dealt with it, none of that. They was ladies,
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody passing no gas. The women didn't pass gas when I grew up.
Oh, they didn't pass no gas.
See?
Women had a lot of class about themselves. If you a lady with them claws and long nails, you look like a bunch of bacteria infection to me. Cause that means you can't clean yourself right. Yeah, like you just like. I'm not a weave person. I'm not an eyelash person. Right. I'm not nothing that God didn't give you. I can't do it. Can't do it. It ain't fair. And I meant to ask you because you keep doing it. You like my in penitentiary, you got some penitentiary stuff going on with you. That wave to the side.
Yeah.
That's the first place I ever seen it. Wave to the side. Yeah. And I tried to do it when I had hair. It was in my waves was going to the side.
Can you grow hair?
Yes, I can grow hair.
You just trade shoulders.
I look better like this. Cause during the pandemic, I look like Samuel L. Jackson when he was on
A Time to Kill.
It's thin right here, but it grow.
Right.
But it don't. First of all, I don't like this grow faster than this.
Yeah.
And so it take me. So what happened is I grow it, and then I cut this down to where this is.
Yeah.
So then it'll start growing together, and now I look all right. But man, if I just let it just go,
do its own thing.
It's a piece right here that just don't work, man.
You had beef with the guards. You say the script searching, and one you had I forget you told me his name earlier that you
Mitchell.
Mitchell. You had a problem because he make you run your hands through your ball. I mean,
man, my hair just like that. That man say run your fingers through your hair. Mitchell, you're doing a lot, dog. How does even look? It's that.
You thought he was effing with you, didn't you?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. This man, he was doing this because I was a person that he felt like got away with too much. Why? I wasn't a threat to nobody. Man, I moved very freely. I worked in the front office, man.
Right.
I'm not doing nothing.
And I ain't bothering you.
I ain't bothering him.
So what you worried about it for?
He chose to want to be like that.
He wanted to ride you.
Yep.
So you knew early on you was going to have a problem with him, didn't you?
I really didn't know until that day. That was like
Your first interaction?
really? Because he never really worked our building.
Okay.
That happened when I was on 8 building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I came off a 7 building.
Right.
And man, some officers just be on some nonsense sometimes. They just do.
Dating in prison. You have a pen pal?
Ain't
anybody send you no pictures?
Man, my friends would send me pictures, but they wasn't. That was very early on in the county. Man, once you go to prison, you on different forms.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you on different form. My mom would write me, my sister would write me, but it's no.
You ain't get no visitation?
Yeah, from my mom.
You had no girlfriend?
Man, the girls didn't come see you like that.
And they dipped on you? You was breaking them off, buying them stuff?
Hey, Shannon, stop trying to pour salt in the wounds, brother.
I'm just curious.
No, you pouring salt in the wounds, brother. Man, I told you the lady didn't send me none of my money.
Okay, she no, I mean, I can understand her not sending no money, but hey.
Who traveling 800 miles or 400 miles to see you if you not with them like that? Man, some of these boys.
Were you with her when you went in?
Yeah, I was with everybody when I went in.
Did they know about each other?
No, man, I'm in these streets, man. And so, man, them young girls ain't coming to see you. Shit, I'm basically a kid. These girls ain't got no loyalty like that to me, man.
How did that make you feel though? After you had done so much for them, when you probably needed them the most, they abandoned you.
I really didn't even think about it. I really, once I'm in, I cut off like the world.
Mm-hmm.
I think the main thing was because my grandmother would take me to go see my Uncle Mac and my Uncle Alfred, and she would go down to visit, and I never wanted that. Like, I don't want you to come see me.
You didn't want your grandma to see you
locked up. It's just like, I remember my mom has a picture of the time that she came to see me at Torres.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking just like my uncles. I got on white. I'm so black from working outside and being there. Just, man, I look terrible. And I hated that. My mom came to visit me 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated it. And I waited till I got close to where she didn't have to drive that far. She came to see me when I was in Baytown. She came to see me when I was in Torres, right outside of, in Hondo, Texas, right outside of San Antonio. I didn't want my mama to go through that, like seeing her son locked up. And she said the times that she did, she cried all the way back home. Because you got to come see me for an hour, then you got to go.
Was this a situation where, like, when you're sitting in there, you're like, once I do this, I ain't coming back?
Yeah. I knew I wasn't coming back. I knew, saying I wasn't coming back. That's why I didn't behave in a certain way. Most of my violent stuff happened in the first 2 years.
Right.
Then I'm chilling until something comes up.
Something comes your way, I got to.
Yeah, you got to have, say, something that's inevitable that you can't really stop.
Right.
So you gotta do that. But I'm really chilling. And I'm going to school. I'm doing all the stuff. I'm going to cognitive intervention. I'm pooling people together. Man, I'm really chilling.
Right.
Unless something comes up. But because you really trying to acclimate yourself to what you're going to be like in the world, because that's when the really work starts. Everything that you say that you're about, you have to start doing it once you get out.
Right.
So my work ethic and how I was doing things is the same when I was inside. It was the same when I was selling drugs. I'm really focused on what I said I was going to be. I said I was going to get out. I was going to start doing comedy, and with no plan. Like, I don't have no plan. I don't know how this.
How did you come to? How did you? Okay, you wanted to be a chef, and now you inside, and you say, when I get out, I'm gonna do comedy. How the hell? How do you go from a chef to a comic?
Man, it's crazy that I didn't want to be unhappy in there.
Okay. So that's when you started working on your stuff in there.
Actually, I was being the regular kid on the back of the bus.
Okay.
jonesing.
Yep.
Just talking like Shannon. Oh man, it was dudes in there, all type of dudes, big like you. And I come in there, they walk in. I'm like, look out, big boy. You know the NFL coming on today. Don't be in here depressed because you ain't make it to the league. Man, going on that shit, Lee. I said, man, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Because that could have been you.
That could have been you. You know what I'm saying? You out, man, look at you. Man, I thought of you. Come on now, bro. If I was your height, you know what I'm saying, I'd have been in the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would say things to people that make them think about, and I said it really jovially, you know, being jovial. And once I learned that I could make people day better, just me being me, saying what I come and say, like they knew I hated the Cowboys. I would wake up, and this was the 90s. Cowboys was winning.
Yeah.
And I'm in there taking it like a champ, though. I'm like, ah, damn, boy. Yeah. But I hated them Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the Rockets, I'm going for them Knicks. The Rockets beat the Knicks, and the whole unit is against me. It's like 3 people going for the Knicks. And they couldn't wait for me to walk into that cafeteria when the Rockets knocked the Knicks off. I'm like, oh, this what we doing? Elijah one ain't gonna send none of y'all no money.
Now you got to hit a where it hurt.
I got him with there in there with your locked up ass. But I was just being a normal kid. I'm still a kid.
Let me ask you this. Were you a class clown when you were in elementary school, junior high school? Did you know you had this ability to make people laugh?
That's kind of tough to say class clown. I was jovial.
Right.
But I was too shy to be the main person. You know, I've always been a slickster.
Right.
Like I'm a slick talk.
Right.
And that's my thing. I grew up on the back of that bus.
Right.
You know, you can't be on the back of the bus unless you got something fly to say.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk about you. And because people talking about me, man, Shannon, but you gotta have tough skin.
Right.
And this man used to call me binoculars. Because my eyes were so big. You know what I'm saying? But it never really got to me because my uncles had already said these type of things. My Uncle Mac came in, he said, hey man, look out, nephew, I'm about to run down to Oklahoma real quick. I need you to look towards Oklahoma and tell me what that traffic look like. Man, what are you saying to me, man? I am 7.
Right.
Like he's tough skin.
A lot of times, people get into, I had a lot of comedians. I had Bruce, I had LaBelle Crawford on. And a lot of times, people become funny, they become comics because I had a lisp. And so to keep people from bagging on me, I would get on somebody else.
Yeah.
So I got on them and they forget that I had a lisp or I had on something raggedy. So now they laughing at them. So that was my whole thing with the mystery. I got to get you up off me.
Oh, Shannon, you got that lisp, and I wish I was on the back of that bus, and you trying to say something like, hey,
I'll cook you.
Don't even trip. Coogee Rap gonna stop in a minute.
I'd have cooked you. I'd have cooked you. I'd have got you on the bus.
Man, you ain't no way you to cook me.
Yeah.
You too dark to cook me.
Bro, you leave fingerprints on charcoal. A 5'3" dude with a gap? Oh, you ain't no way you will get me.
I mean,
I said, hey, man. He said he got something stuck in his teeth. It's a drumstick. I'd have got you. I'd have got you.
Oh, man, you wouldn't have got me. That was terrible. Them stock jokes.
I'd have got you. I'd have got you.
Them stock jokes.
But you got to realize back then they wasn't stock. They done came back now, but you got to realize back in the 70s, me and you.
Man, I would've came in there, bruh, you would've got 8 up.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
and you got the raggedy clothes on too? I had on raggedy clothes too.
Your clothes, Shannon, you just got a bathroom. Yeah, inside bathroom 85.
But you didn't know that. And actually, it was 88. It was 88.
Yeah.
But you didn't know that. Didn't nobody know that.
You and your brother standing next. I was like, come on, Hershey twins.
Yeah. See, you didn't know that. See, all the stuff that we had going on, didn't nobody know that but our family. But everybody in the family was in the same situation.
If y'all bathroom was outside, your clothes wasn't that fly, I would have got you.
Yeah.
I'd have came in there humming on you. They was like, why
you had no nice clothes either.
but they was better than yours.
Nah.
I'm one step up above you, Shannon. Like, okay, what you had on your shirt? At least I knew what was on my shirt. What you had on your shirt? Just
Dirt.
a shirt?
Yeah, it was, you know, back then, Sears and Roebuck. That was the thing, J.C. Penney.
You in them J.C. Penney clothes?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you up. Tough skins.
Oh, you know I had them tough skin.
I already know you had them.
Huskies.
Man, first of all, let you would have came in with some black jeans on. Oh, hell no. Shannon in here naked.
We ain't have no black, but you know, back then, when we was coming to 7, ain't nobody wear black jeans.
You wore Huskies, though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you had on Huskies. Yo, you had Husky side jeans?
Yeah, I was a little.
You was Husky.
But here's the thing, though. I was small, too, as a kid.
I'd have came in there beatboxing. I'm like, come on. I'm like, come on, man. You know you're a part of the group, fat boy.
That's okay. I wasn't fat, but I was, you know, I was muscular. I was on a farm. You know, so I had.
Oh, you got that country strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, y'all different. Y'all the boy. Let me tell you something. I got cousins that's from the real country.
Mm-hmm. We had hogs and chickens.
Yeah, like my cousins.
Yeah, bale hay, lift watermelons, clipped onions.
Just strong for no reason.
How did you get on Comedy Central? Because I'm anxious to see how this comedy thing came to where we are right now. So when did it start? And then how did you just like, or did it seem like it was a blur? You like, man, we had to grind.
You want to know how fast this was?
How fast?
I got out of prison October 21st, 1997.
Right.
99, I'm on Comic View.
Right.
By 99.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
You're moving fast.
Yeah, so it comes out in 2000. Mm-hmm. This is the first year that they paid $1,000. Mm-hmm. So I had been on TV. If people go back and look, I've been on TV every 2 years. I've been on TV since I started.
So why is it people just feel like it seemed like you just blew up like yesterday?
Because they crazy. Because when you only watching certain people, so I'm the season finale on Def Jam in 2008. I understand this because it was a big day for me because this is the same season finale for The Wire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm on Comic View 3 times.
Damn.
And you can't go in there with the same material, so I'm doing different material.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had a bunch of stuff. So Comic View 3 seasons. I'm on Def Jam in 2008. I'm on Bounce TV. I'm in all type of videos from Mike Jones to Juvenile. I'm in all type of stuff.
Right.
Just going through the process of becoming what I am now.
Right.
So 2013, what you mentioned, I'm the comic to watch. Raymond, the GM of the Improv asked me to get in this Comedy Central competition.
Okay.
I get in the competition, I don't even care if I win or lose. I don't care. Because I've been cheated in competitions before.
Right.
So I'm like, I was on Who's Got Jokes?
Yeah.
Now I get on Comedy because I win that competition.
Wow.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So on Comedy Central, they trying to, Adam Devine has a show. They want me to go on Adam Devine's show. I say, nah, that's not really my thing.
Right.
And then Chase DeRusso tells me about this show. Ari Shaffir has a show. This is not happening. And I said, I looked at it online and it is a storytelling show.
Okay.
I go on there and do the story, Mexican Got on Boots, the prison ride.
Right.
I'm on that 3 times. With Mitchell, the mushroom story,
mm-hmm.
big stories, big views.
Right.
Then I go on Bring the Fun. No, then I get a half-hour special.
Yep.
Comedy Central. Get the half hour. Then after everybody got the half hour, they give me a full hour. 2018. My dad died right before my special come out. February 14th, he passed. Special come out on the 23rd. Okay? If people look, I've been grinding for a long time.
Correct.
I'm on Bring the Funny. I'm on tour with DL for 4 years. I'm on tour with Bill Bellamy for 4 years. I'm steady doing things on TV. I'm on Bounce TV. I'm on every network. Because people are watching only certain things, there's no place for somebody who's not a buffoon or saying untrue stuff. So I'm just constantly grinding.
Right.
And staying in line. B.R. Burns told me, hey man, as long as you stay in line, you'll get your chance. Mm-hmm. Just never get out of line.
Right.
And I never did.
What did you learn from each step in the process? What have you learned?
To be true to yourself and not have all this embarrassment that comes in the game. I don't look at what other people are doing and judge myself.
Right.
That's why I don't understand, I need to do something because somebody else on the internet doing it. I don't understand that. You know, like my special that's gonna come out on Mother's Day, my 2 sons. I do everything the way that I see fit.
Okay.
And when you do that, sometimes it's not gonna be liked, but am I here for everybody to like how I'm moving?
Right.
I'm not moving like everybody else. I don't tend to business like everybody else is. Like, I have a different ethic to everything.
Right.
And some of it is based on I'm not gonna compromise the integrity of me, the fabric of me, to fit into any room.
Okay.
I'm gonna come into the room as I am. And that's the only way that I can actually survive if I'm being my authentic self. So that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I'm not trying to fit in.
Let me ask you a question. Like when you go on these shows, these network shows, they're kind of different. Would you say the audience is different than when you go to a comedy club?
Oh, 100%.
So so to get someone to laugh on network television as opposed to a comedy club, and it seems like to me, and like I said, I've never performed, but it does seem like it's a totally different audience.
Sometimes them audiences are paid.
Really?
Yeah. So a paid audience, or you look into the audience and there's other comedians in there, there's other people that's trying to get FaceTime, there's other actors, and a paid audience is the worst, man. They just be sitting there because they just on the clock.
Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, some of these audiences are paid.
Damn.
That's why I shoot everything live.
Really?
Yeah, all my albums. You just think, I have been having albums on XM radio since 2011. Actually, 2009. I got, 9 albums? I got 9 albums, 7 specials. I got all type of stuff.
When you do Comic View and you do Bring the Funny, you do these other Comedy Central, you get paid for those?
Yes.
Good money?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But you don't own it.
They own it.
They own it. But everything that I produce, I own.
Right. So is that you only produce your stuff now?
I produce Marcus's special. Marriage is Major Surgery. Marcus D. Wiley, put it on my YouTube page, and it is not mine. It's for me to give back to him, and that's what I'm gonna do for a lot of comics that I like. Because if you don't want somebody to own your stuff, rock with me. Once I recoup my bread to pay for somebody else's stuff, you have your special back. But see, that what they do, what the network does, is put all this money. Like, it's a special that I did for Comedy Central. Like, I never own that half hour or that Bigger Than These Bars. Man, they inflate the prices of what they spent. So how am I ever get it back? And I tried to buy it back from them. And they put it out on YouTube after the success of Domino Effect. Crazy. So I never get that back.
Who was the first comedian to put you on?
Man. On like what?
To give you your break that brought you on tour with them.
Lavelle Crawford. That was the first person that I did a show with outside of Houston.
Right.
Lavelle. And then after that, DL. DL was a real turning point though. That was a real turning point. To have a friend and a mentor like that you can call, that's a real thing. Then Bill Bellamy. But DL was a turning point. He taught me a lot of class.
Yeah, because I'm looking at DL, Cheryl Underwood, Dick Gregory, Chris Tucker, Lavelle Crawford, Bill Bellamy, Bill Burr, Earthquake, Said, Eddie Griffin, J. Anthony Brown, Bruce, Mike Epps, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart. Now, some of the advice that these comedians are giving you, I think Cheryl Underwood told you need to cut your hair.
Yep.
Ricky Smiley told you to wear a suit.
Yep.
Dick Gregory said Hollywood isn't going to be a place for you.
He did. Ain't that something? He saw it early.
How have you been able to carve out your own path, find your own niche, stay true to who you are? Because a lot of times if you're trying to get the bag, and if there's a way I could get the bag, and not, like maybe I have to tell a different style of joke. Maybe I have to be different than what I originally planned to be, but I'm really trying to get at that bag. How have you been able to stay true to Ali?
I'm not about the bag.
That bag doesn't impress you?
Nah. See, when you're not about the bag, if you're doing everything for money, that's how I ended up in prison. I learned the lesson for real.
Wow.
I'm not sacrificing any integrity, anything to get a bag. I'm not. Because I already know what that feels like to only run after the bag. Because that's what I was doing when I was selling dope, just running after the bag. The hell with everybody else, the hell with the honor of my family, the hell with the integrity of my neighborhood, the hell with me, the hell with my education, any of that. I'm out there chasing a bag to get what? Another car, a house, all of that nonsense. For what? Man, it's like I have to take the advice of the elders when they give it to you. That's what my book is about, applied advice. Okay? This man told me one day, and I took this to heart. He said, young brother, you cannot be all the way about money and material things. You got to have some type of integrity about yourself because of this. I've never seen a U-Haul following a hearse. Stuck with me.
Have you ever talked to Chappelle? Chappelle is one of the great storytellers. I mean, and it seemed, you listen at him talk, and he's telling the story, and you feel like you're there. What, and like, he walked away from 50 mil. You cool with Chappelle? You making a face? What's going on?
Yeah, we good. We've had conversations.
Some issues.
No,
y'all had some difference of opinions?
No.
Okay.
No, none of that. We cool. I applaud David Banner for being a man of his word. If you tell me something, you got to keep that.
Okay.
Because if I tell you something, I'm going to keep that.
Right. Okay.
don't offer me, I don't need you to offer me no nonsense, especially when I'm not asking for it.
Right.
I give salams to that brother. And that is where I leave that at.
Okay. Jokes, where are you on joke stealing? Because that seemed to be a point of contention amongst comedians.
Stop telling the same jokes to everybody. Stop being so predictable. I think sometimes people don't even steal. Yeah, you stealing a joke. And I had to be put in the realm of like what is, like, give me an example of joke stealing.
Well, the most famous one, obviously Katt, said he told a joke about a spaceship, and he believes said took that joke and made it about a Cadillac. He told a joke, I think he's told it on Comic View.
Okay. Give you an example. Okay. Katt's joke was about your car being so raggedy that you didn't know that it cut off. You got your music up loud, your car didn't go.
Right.
Right? Cedric's joke is about black people being able to drive anything, even a spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
Two different things. If I play it without no sound, then you could probably say that. But if you listen to what is being said,
right,
it's two different things. One is a raggedy car, one is a spaceship. Now, I said to myself when I heard it, that black people want to hear something bad about people so bad that they just willing to go with anything. Said one of the most beloved people.
Mm-hmm.
Beloved. What did he steal? How else can you drive something?
Right.
If that's the case, if this is what we're stealing, then both of them stole it from Miss Laura off Def Jam. That was the first person I seen driving in the car, took a wig off. I don't think that was fair. I didn't think that was fair. I thought that was really in poor taste for the simple fact of if you doing an impersonation, you stealing.
Mm-hmm.
You stealing. If you do an impersonation, if you do a quote from a movie, you stealing.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I've read that you and Katt have kind of had some going back and forth. I don't know how it happened. I think you said that you were supposed to perform on one of his shows, undercard or something. That didn't happen. So you give us the backdrop of what happened. I want to hear you tell what. I don't know if there's anything going on now. Maybe you and he made peace. Y'all got on the phone, jumped on a call or something. But what transpired that you were supposed to, like, was it Shreveport? Was it someplace in Louisiana that you were supposed to be on the show, or Texas? So what really happened? It's been some years, so the best of your guesstimation.
I'm well aware of what happened. I've been on the show.
Okay.
It was 2 days. I performed the first day.
Okay.
I had already performed the second day. I went outside to get my friend Ghetto, and then they wouldn't let me back in, saying that Katt didn't want you back in the building. I'd already performed both days. So I didn't understand whatever his response was to it, I didn't understand that part of it. But I never knew why he was upset about whatever the situation. I never knew what happened. So me and you hanging out at a party.
Right.
You at my house.
Mm-hmm.
You go outside to your car.
Right.
You come back in from the car,
Yeah.
and it's two people at the door saying, Ali don't want you back in his house.
Man, I just left. I was just in the house.
He said he don't want you back in his house.
Bro, what's going on, bro?
Get off my lawn before you go to jail, because I'm about to call police. I don't want you back in my house.
But I was just in your house.
Hey, nigga, you heard what I said?
just went to the car to get a cigarette.
I don't want you to get back in my house. Get your ass out of here. Get.
Did Katt pay you for the 2 days that you performed?
I ain't even cash the check.
He didn't pay you.
Yeah, he paid me. I didn't cash the check. That's how mad I was. I told that shit up.
Well, that's on you.
Yeah, I ain't say that. I didn't say it wasn't about the payment. I'm still, okay. Once again, you were just in my house.
Yeah.
Drinking, having a good time. You left your bottle of liquor in there. I done put your out. I didn't really put you out. You went outside to get a cigarette. I ain't let you back in. The next time you see me, do you want to know what happened? Or you just cool with just
How it played out.
how it played out?
So the next time you see Katt, did you have a conversation with that Katt? Bro, what went on? What happened? Why was I not allowed to get back in the building?
We've never had the conversation. It's never been an explanation.
Have y'all not been in the same place, the same city at the same time since then?
Oh, we have been in the same city. We have been in the same city.
Would you like to have a conversation?
Oh, Shannon.
Nah, but see, you on some bull. I can tell the way. Nah, you on some bull job.
Come on now. What I'm saying is this.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is this. That would have been possible before you lied on me after that, trying to make it seem like I was some small person.
So what did he say?
On Willie D podcast, he said, all this, like I was trying to get on the show and he paid me for nothing and he the king and all this other bull jive. Realistically, Shannon, it's not even worth my time. Realistically, it's not worth my time because like my boy told me, hey man, we ain't gonna give you no points for doing nothing to Katt. He ain't even in the same league with you. I only spoke up when the challenges was being issued to everybody, especially Kevin, for all this. I play basketball with you, I rap against you, I box against you, I started celebrity boxing. Then when he said that, I said, started celebrity boxing? I was like, wait a minute.
You boxed before.
So?
It don't work like that.
Willie D and Melly Mel had a boxing match, celebrity boxing match.
Mm-hmm. Neither one of them had boxed before.
That's not true. That's not true. So,
well, I'm gonna get you and Katt together. Have a conversation. I'm gonna be there. I don't trust you. You be on some bull jive.
and you know something? And because you said it just like that, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah. And I shouldn't be trusted.
Yeah, no.
Because I know if you on some unmanly with me, I'ma sock your ass.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Because but I wanna be peaceful.
Yeah, we're gonna be peaceful.
I do.
Yeah, we're gonna be peaceful.
I would love to be peaceful. Shannon, listen, I promise. I look you in your eye, man to man, I promise.
Yeah.
Because this is something that I would prefer to put all the way behind me.
Yes.
But I know me. I'm not gonna let this ride.
Yeah, we're gonna make
Emmett Till happened because somebody lied on him.
Right.
So just like with Quincy, that man who hit me in my eye,
mm-hmm.
I've attacked this man every time I've ever seen him. I've attacked him.
Damn, man, that been 30 years ago.
I wouldn't give a damn. I still see double out my eye because this decided to hit me for no reason. Last time I saw that man, he was on a walker in Walmart, and I was with my mom. I told my mama, go to the car.
What kind of bullshit are you on, man? You ain't supposed to do that to old people.
You ain't supposed to do that to young people.
You won't have good luck.
You said what?
You won't have good luck. You won't have good luck.
You trying to soften my heart with that one.
Yeah, that's what it say.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I really don't have, like, the man is talented. I don't got no problem with the talent.
We're talking about Katt, right?
Yeah, talking about Katt. No problem with his talent. No problem with his accomplishments. You just can't be on some, when you're dealing with men, you gotta be a man. And whatever the problem was that night, that day, you could have came and said something to me.
Right.
But then to go forward and then talk down like, man, like I'm some small guy in this business, okay, if that's how you feel. But I don't think that you can do anything that I can't do. I can be on private jets. And I can have an entourage. I've been on a tour. I'm doing all of that. But
right.
You know, me and you got the same bracelet on.
Okay.
You just got a couple of diamonds in. And I got a nail too.
Hey, I can't fly private. I ain't finna tell nobody that lie.
But I like Southwest.
Yeah, Delta me.
You Delta?
Yeah.
Delta too far.
First of all, in Houston, y'all don't do nothing but Southwest or United.
We do everything.
Man, y'all try to fly. I got to fly to go somewhere. I got to fly from Houston to Salt Lake City, Detroit to go to Atlanta.
And that, no, everything from Delta go to Atlanta from Houston first. It's just Atlanta. That's
y'all see me and Jordan, we got stuck in Salt Lake. We were from Houston to Salt Lake.
Delta?
On Delta.
Why they send you to Salt Lake? When they go.
And then the flight got canceled.
That's Delta. You would have got on Southwest, they would have took you right home. Right there. Go on, get on that on the friendly sky, Southwest, baby.
No, Delta fly to friendly sky.
They about to go to the assigned seats now. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, that counter call. I don't do the counter call. You got anything you want to promote? You got any specials coming out?
Oh yes.
That's okay.
I am dropping my new special May the 16th. It is called My Two Sons.
Okay.
That's coming out. And Marcus D. Wilder's special is out right now. Marriage Made Surgery. Then I'm dropping another special called Rugged on Father's Day.
Okay.
You know, and you can see him on Moment first, you know, on pay-per-view. You know, I'm trying to do things big. And then I got a book coming out called, you know, Applied Advice, which is a great book, which is about getting advice from people and actually putting it into use, not just hoarding it and hearing it. Because people do that all the time, Shannon. Right. You'll give them some advice, and then next time you see them, they still ain't used it. You like say, why you waste my time?
Why you ask for it if you ain't gonna use it?
And if you, I'm gonna give you this. If you make that happen, I promise, on my sister's grave, I promise, I will not have no hostility. I won't come in there on nothing.
All right.
I'll be boom, boom.
I'll make it happen.
That's my word.
Ali Siddiq.
Thank you, Jalisco Underground Resorts World Las Vegas, for allowing Club Shay Shay to film this very special episode here today. Keep up with Jalisco Underground on social media at Resorts World LV.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why